Oh yeah, there it is.
Remember to turn that pack on.
One must remember. One must always remember to turn on.
Be the leader of the pack.
Oh, yuck. What is that clip? Can someone remind me?
We can't watch the clip without it like
Blasting over
really
your...
fucking everything up.
Yeah, you really don't want that, guys. Can someone remind me, please? I'll figure it out. There you go.
I guess I could.
No, don't.
Oh,
Please don't do this.
Oh, this is when we went live for like a second.
Are we live?
Because I look at that. I forgot about that.
Scott's realization is everything.
That was very funny.
It is everything.
Oh, yep. And we're
That
out.
was very funny.
It's perfect.
Uh-oh. Hey!
Gwen, thank you.
You're almost 2. That's like a
21 months.
The terrible toddler.
Almost 2
Terrible
years.
twos.
That's kind of scary to think of it in terms of the age of a child.
It's
Or
true.
is that just me?
No, I think. What does that mean? The game is growing into like maturing or not?
Out here.
Yeah, I know. I was mentioning, I'm glad that it's out of frame.
And today, Patches eats poke. Among
You know
other
what I
things.
mean.
I was gonna say like I'm not familiar with that man. Sorry. I'm
A
sorry.
mysterious stranger walks into Beltaine. His name? Poke.
Okay.
Patches fucks him. I mean, eats him.
Wait.
All right, I'm done.
Bye. I do. Crosshair, you're right. How did you know? Thank you, Crosshair.
Thank
What
you,
a
Trey
wonderful
Dog,
gift.
For 7 months.
And Trey Dog. My goodness, look at this. This is crazy.
Crosshair.
If someone knocked boots to the episode when I got affiliate, they would now have a baby. Well,
But also,
when do you
like,
start walking?
you would
What
have
age?
to be like
Before-
mid-coitus at
About a
every
year?
single one of John's streams until he was like, guys, I'm affiliate. And then you're like, no.
Why do you have to be
No, you
mid-coitus?
Just you're standing there with the turkey baster.
What in the... Okay, if I can be real for a second, I don't know what's going on at this table
Hey,
tonight.
weirdness is only 10 months, so there you go.
Weirdness is
Phew.
freshly born.
If you, well, yeah, like a month old.
Hi, Weirdness. Hello, everybody.
Almost done cooking.
Look in the oven.
Babies for the first few weeks still look like they're all
Like,
wrinkly and
yeah,
they're
they look like you could
they're-
just
they're-
like kind of
You know,
remold
it's like
them.
when you set a roast to rest, I guess.
What?
Note to
Gotta
self,
let it rest. Gotta let
I
it
should point
rest.
out
Don't go to
that none of us have
Thanksgiving
children.
dinner at Kate's
That's
house.
correct. That is fair.
None of us
Well,
have children.
You don't know where that
This
This
turkey
is
baster's
probably for the best.
That you know of.
Okay.
And
we don't actually-
Kate likes salt. She does. This is true. This is a true statement as well.
Oh, bye, weirdness.
Hey, fighting to get laid. Woo! It's that kind of night.
Who is it?
Exalted.
Oh, yeah, what was the context of that?
I mean, it's probably you fighting around for Ember, probably,
Yeah.
right? I would imagine it wouldn't be you.
My friend's safety, but
Wouldn't
the
be me.
friends
But that's-
included Ember.
Whoa,
it was probably before you were
Neil
able
likes
to like.
cupcakes?
It
Crosshair.
sounds like
Gotta-
something that
Hey.
Jork would have done.
And Kung Fu Fenris. Yay!
Oh, Crosshair, thank you. A virtual cupcake. The
I'm
only
a
time
force
I
away.
can. The only time I can have one.
Oh, I want some cupcakes.
I mean,
Oh,
here's the thing.
Uh-oh.
That's quote 266. That was
Yes.
pretty far in.
Yeah.
I guess, That's true. Yay, a doggo for John.
I get a doggo. I
Let's
made
go
the
doggo.
best out of all of this.
Well, Crosshair's going nuts.
Or basically just the crosshair likes the three of you 100 times more than he likes me.
100 times.
Took you 2 hours to figure out a drink trigger? Because you were thinking of ones that we would just, drink bucket loads for, right?
Erwin, like, were you doing other things during that
hope.
time? I also hope. That
I hope
seems
that they were
pretty
just
intense.
on a chat and every so often the 3 dots would appear and then disappear for 2 hours as they started to come up
Well,
with plans.
no, never mind.
No, it's not.
Oh, what if we... Oh, no, that would happen all the time. What
yeah,
if it...
okay.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
no, that's okay.
It's episode 69. That ain't gonna happen.
We've never had an episode 69.
True.
Truth. Wow. That's
Wow.
wow. That's definitely one of my favorites. Oh my God!
So many blackjack.
Blackjack. I like to think that
just the coffee machine.
Shut up back there.
It's like, excuse me, it's gonna start
Everyone
getting cold.
everyone always
as of
says
this
blackjack,
moment.
and then I imagine a card game where if you lose, they like club you.
Oh my god.
I don't know.
I mean, you wouldn't be wrong. In a lot of casinos, that's
And stay out. Throw you out on your butt. John
yes.
and Kate and Liz.
Yes.
I'm very happy to be back at the table, and I just wanted to say hello to everybody.
Hello.
Specifically, you guys. I don't see day. So how are you both? What's up? You can
I mean,
communicate.
I haven't
before-
been around for like a week.
It's true.
Yeah.
So welcome
I
back.
come back for this.
Now you're going straight. You're leaving again, eh? After this, you're just gonna. You're like,
Yeah.
"Ugh, get me
Jet
out of
set
here.
life.
No way.
That jet set like dope. Give me all the points. Okay.
Welcome back, C.
Wee. Wee.
Here's a hot take. While everybody associates the number 69 with a certain sex act, that sex act is not good.
Hot take. Wow. Wow.
That cake is hot.
That's a take.
I don't know if I want to engage you on this one, John. I'm sorry. Is that okay? Do you mind
Fight
if I
me
just
on
leave?
this one,
Wow.
chat.
Here we go.
You want to engage
Change my
him?
mind.
No,
On the
change my view. 69ing, more like 0. I don't know. There's like a number
It
joke
just
in
seems
there.
like it's just why not just take turns? Why we gotta do like
Greed.
this?
Greed.
Yes, Crosshair. I would 96 with you.
Please, somebody
anytime.
quote this. Please. I beg of you.
So now I'm just imagining Crosshair lying next to someone in bed, but he's like, no, turn over so your head's down
Yeah.
there. You know what I mean? Like,
See, Rocky already knows.
When I was a kid, so I have an older brother, and so that's what they would do for us if like we were like sharing like a couch or a bed or whatever. Like one person's feet would be at someone else's head. Yeah.
But why?
I have smelly feet.
I don't know.
What advantage do you gain?
I don't know.
What advantage do you gain?
Thank
I mean-
you, Rocky.
What advantage do
It
you
still-
gain by anything?
It still drives
really?
me absolutely nuts that the timestamp that Streamline's chatbot does is either day, month, year, or month, day, year.
Yeah.
Oh, but
Should
not
be
like.
your
Your month, day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's frustrating.
Ah.
So, will this episode be the least sexy 69 that you've ever participated in?
Yes.
Or will it be the best 69 you've ever participated in because 69ing is not good?
Exclamation mark, vote 01.
Also, you can
Or two, I
order
guess.
John's book of hot takes on Amazon.
Oh,
Live now.
it's called Hot Pants and Hot Cakes. No, it's called Hot Damn It. Hang on. I'm going to get
Called
this.
Hot Cakes and Hot Takes.
Yeah.
I just want cake now.
Oh, it's called. Fuck. The Secret's in the Dimple. No.
Is the secret
In
of
it?
the dimple?
Yeah, it's tucked in there. Ah, damn it! There's a good joke of there. I'll work on it,
keyboard.
guys. Oh, this is gonna be amazing.
Come on, keyboard.
Good luck, buddy. Well, in the meantime, we
One
can
letter at a
certainly
time.
talk about how things are going here. You good, Kate?
Yeah. Great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
off your shows, if I may say that publicly. I
I'm
think I
off
can.
of one show.
Right.
And
yeah. Boy.
I'll be here all week for Bean Duck. That'll be
Hey!
Hey, more Kate.
Twitch.tv/Beanduck shows all week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday evenings Eastern.
Quack, quack, quack.
When is daylight savings for Canada? Is it
It's
next Sunday?
Sunday.
Yeah, it will be
Soon.
active by the next time we stream.
We will tweet about it.
Spring
This
forward, it's the
is-
worst.
Really.
John, I am.
It's like
Really
worse
impressive.
than usual. Are the batteries maybe dying or something?
Wait, this needs batteries?
It's wireless. Wireless.
Oh,
This actually is working.
this is going to be.
This is working! Don't worry, guys, we'll be right back to the chat as soon as we can. I cannot fucking wait, John.
Oh, god damn it, not a mouse. No.
Thankfully, role playing does not require technology. It simply
Yeah.
requires some friends and some imagination.
Come on.
John looks
Come
like
on.
someone who carries like a water jug on their head.
Yeah.
It's like a keyboard.
Yeah.
It's one.
How are you?
I
Do this for you,
I'm
chat.
well. It was a very busy week. Wearing a lot of hats, juggling a lot of plates.
You were gonna say balls, and then you didn't
Juggling
want to.
a lot of balls.
There you go. Never mind. She was okay with it.
And it shows no sign of really letting up. I think the only thing that's going to happen is we'll all get used to it.
Yes.
So it'll no longer be new, which is
Oh god, they're
I
checking
think
all the 69
we
quotes.
need. Oh,
The stream title is wrong in Twitch.
Ah, fuck.
does it say it's a full party recast?
Whoa. No, not that chat.
Oh, right.
This is going
we
to be
fixed this.
amazing. 669.
All I looked over to see is Kung Fu Fenris saying it's actually the laziest form of oral. So I'm like,
God damn it.
Really
No, no.
invested in what the chat is saying.
You know
right
what?
now.
Yeah, I'm not putting the kibosh on this. Let's continue. Let's explore. John, normally you have music, but can I recap last episode while you're doing this? Is that okay?
I mean, yeah.
Just because it's going to take
yeah,
a minute?
good.
Do you not want me to?
Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm almost done.
I was just vamping.
We're gonna have to fix that.
I actually did this without notes, which I was like, maybe I shouldn't. But I did.
Well done.
Hell.
I think I missed something, though. Oh, yeah, I said I was done.
That'll should be
Wow.
updated now.
Yay!
All right, so we have. So far, I've only tested Val's ability to touch box.
Yes! Sorry.
We've got. It's a dramatic moment. Oh, really? We've got. Depends on how good you are at blowing.
Okay, that's a good one.
So let's get back to the manse and say our last goodbyes. It's funny because we're all going to die. I just really like you guys to survive. That's my wish.
10K. Thanks, 10K. Pook!
I like to find out where there are holes and then fill them. We're not just going to get all naked and wave our dongs around.
I couldn't
and
have
yet we
noticed that it's
did.
mostly
I remember
John
that.
and Scott who are
Oh, I can jump
mostly
if I
John.
don't jump. Interesting.
Oh.
Ella, don't. Just don't.
Defeated Scott.
I'm going to make praying mantises fuck.
That's yeah, I remember that day very clearly, actually. Oh god.
It was hard for me. It was hard for me too. What was the it in that sentence?
Oh my god.
So we might as well throw this out there just before we get the thing. We've got a bet. We got a bet, and who doesn't like bets, right? I like bets.
that was very funny.
Ugh. Yes, Liz, just spill covfefe all over yourself.
Yeah, I did that the second to last day I was running the show in French.
Oh, boy.
We were doing a little rehearsal just
So-
because we've only done it a few times in French. And I was trying to take medicine and I spilled coffee all over my screen.
Oh.
And that's a wrap.
So here's our bet.
Yeah.
PC bone,
What are the options, John?
0, fuck no, or 1, fuck,
Fuck yes.
And in order to satisfy this,
Okay.
it means that a PC has to gain sex P in this session.
Fair
Oh,
enough.
I love this song.
And sex P is not necessarily mean PIV intervals.
Okay, thank you. Good.
Because we
There
are
are all kinds of.
we are a bit more open in our definitions of sex P.
Here in the dreaming, baby.
Yeah.
Anything can happen.
You can have phone sex.
Oh,
and get
Rocky's
sex
going
P.
all in for fuck no.
Wow, that's what I like to hear.
Not all in. but-
Rocky! That's
And
a lot.
that's
Rocky's
not the
just
only-
like-
no.
You've been in.
We'll try Kung Fu
So, I
Fenris.
see no one has bet 69 points yet.
Oh yeah. Someone want to do that?
Lemon Eater almost did the opposite.
It does, Crosshair, it does! Anything counts in the dreaming!
I rub the end of it. It feels very natural.
Quote 1/100, fine. God damn it, Eric.
Thanks for the 7 months, old Griffin.
Hey! Wait. Oh my god, what a day.
Natural.
What a day.
Bet 100. Look,
You look here, Eric.
it's almost like she's. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you, Miss Rich.
We're actually graced today by both She Who Knows 10,000 Things and Entropies Society.
Yo, welcome backsies.
That's Aragorn and the Crosshair.
And Pook's here as well, we saw that scrolling by.
Fujitsu
Yeah.
is here.
I'd like to say hello to Pook particularly.
Send your healing vibes his way.
I
So you
What
basically have
land
to cast
Hook
string on an
string
apple
today?
and throw it across the continent.
Done.
Practice.
That's
I know
weird.
you've been,
It was Deckard
boxing and
Cain
everything,
today.
so just practice your hucking.
Pook, get your baseball glove
And-
ready. There's an apple
Oh,
coming
wow.
at you really fast.
Stay a while and
Stay a while on the mission. He actually didn't get out. Listen.
that's hot.
Wow.
Oh. You know, I might need an identify scroll for the. Okay, I'm good. I'm done. We're done. I'm
Are
done.
we?
You should have been there.
I'm done with that track. No, I'm a
But the
terrible
most important
person.
thing, I think, that needs to be established first and foremost is who played HQ Lord of the Rings today, or not today, this week, on Thursday, and who won twice. You won twice, too.
Yeah, well, with your help.
No, sorry.
Yay!
Have you
Are
been
you the
twice?
proud owner of
There was
With
HQ
words.
and then HQ Words.
Oh.
Won both of
How
those.
much did you win?
Total like 79 cents.
Yeah.
But now I can buy my pony, and I've been saving for a while.
Build a pony?
Buy a
Buy a pony.
No, build the pony. Sam's pony? What, you just did a Lord of the Rings.
Costs more than 79 cents, I'm pretty sure, John. That's a damn good
Look,
pony.
Build the Pony will also reduce your Twilight by 1 until you enter an underground site. And if anybody
That
understands
seems-
that reference, I would be extremely surprised.
I don't play, but that seems like it would be
Right
okay.
hand is super off screen so you didn't claim your winnings. God damn it!
Yeah.
Who spent
Oh,
experience?
Squitch, squitch.
High five over that, Kate.
Woo! Kind of lame. We'll have a better one later.
Crosshair, thank you so much.
Woo! Oh my god, what a dude. Stop it. No, we're just kidding. That's wonderful. 'Cause you're a
Crosshair
wonderful person.
says,
Boo, boo, boo. Nothing. Why are they not in order?
Crosshair says something, and it's great. And we can't wait to find out what it is.
Aragwen, I don't want to be contrary, but must we use best and worst in this context? We're all
No, it's okay.
we're all
I'm
just
the
player
worst one,
character.
it's fine. I
We're all
can
just player
decide what I
characters,
want
you
to
know.
spend my XP on. Well, it'll eventually wake up.
Yeah,
and we will read it later.
I imagine Crosshair didn't actually need to put any text with it because it's for 69.
Those alerts actually seem to be from Beanduck.
Oh. Well,
You mean the like pop-outs?
Well, I just noticed that the most
yeah, because I
recent follow
think
that
in
they
the
had
chat
was
we're also
also
signing. Like, if we were to chat from the Streamlabs OBS, we would be chatting as Rita. Yeah, it's fucked up.
Oh, my brain.
We should literally just anyway. There are solutions. There are options.
I hope so.
since it's appropriate for the green screen fund working.
Aw, that's nice.
Noise.
Nice.
Streams are crossed. We crossed the streams.
What happened last session?
Yeah.
Last session was a continuation of the previous two, sort of a triptych of sessions. I know, don't be mad. While he's doing this, I'll just continue. Having vanquished the shades, or the summoned shades by Talus and Quiet Word, the Motley then took on Quiet Word, who was separated from Talus. I don't know how specific we want to get here, guys.
It was hard.
Yeah, there was
was
a
hard?
big.
That fight.
Yes. It's important to be specific. Oh boy, What do I want to say about it specifically? I guess
It was the one with all the Agent Smiths.
we all.
It was that one.
Yes, they all piled up on Brom, and then he went. So.
Now I want to play Burly Brawl, but I'll get copyright.
It's true,
Ding.
but we should watch that again. Is that weird? We should totally watch it. So, yeah, what do I want to say? We eventually ended up. Quiet Word ended up finding his way towards this door that had been formed. Brom leapt onto him, got crushed to death, saw Ray in his dream, and then reawakened. Sophia grew a giant tree. Patches blew him, created an illusion of Val.
You
Patches
never died.
blew who?
Right.
You were crushed.
I
you were
was
crushed to unconsciousness.
incapped,
You were
yeah.
not.
Okay, all right. Okay. So I only have 2
Yelled at
death
him
P is what I'm
until
hearing
he
here.
woke up.
Pretty much. Get the.
No descendant of mine's gonna lie on the floor like a fucking chump.
Hopefully there's one really disappointing descendant of Rey, and she's just like... through the use of various cantrips and heroic gestures, the motley managed to destroy the last machine, keep Quiet Word away from the gate, which was revealed to be to Malphaeus, the underworld, and not Arcadia, until Talus could draw in enough glamour to blast him into oblivion? Who knows? He cleansed him with fire. That's what we know. Well, we went unconscious, so we actually don't know what happened. When we awoke, though...
Well, somebody shot him, right? Did you?
I should mention that, I suppose. Well, that Liz. Sophia's Mab became Heartstring, Jorik's old bow.
Boing.
Starlight Dove's old bow. She fired an arrow of pure music into Talus to sort of inspire him on to destroy Quiet Word. When we awoke, the whatever that's called, the sigil, his Dantean sigil was gone. Brand, thank you.
My brand.
My
brand.
And we carried him out of there. Just seeing if there's any other important details here. Yeah. We left the dreaming. We got Kaylee back. No Hergo. Don't know where he went. Went
But there
back.
was a tunnel between the back and the ship.
That's right. So we didn't go back through the forest. True. That forest, rather. Once we made our way back on the ship to the Spark, of course, Sister was like overwhelmed and overjoyed to see Talus again. I'm sure he didn't really know what to think. He was returned to the arms of Sister Flex, and it was revealed that time had passed while we were in the dreaming, and it is now Beltaine.
May 1st?
Day before.
Day before.
Second.
It's almost, to what, April 30th or something? I don't know when Beltaine is.
Beltaine is May 2nd.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Brom still has a foot to
Oh.
stand on.
Hey, the other one is broken, but there. Speaking
Yeah,
of,
you have a busted foot.
Oh no, I know who I have to speak to. Okay, that's cool. All right, it's fine. Yeah, Golgari was a pretty epic series, but you can catch up
First of
on
May,
Liz's
first
YouTube.
of May, outdoor fucking starts today.
Sorry, not a great.
1st of May, outdoor fucking starts today.
My
So
best
grab
recap,
your
guys. Sorry.
favorite lady, or at least your favorite lady.
Was I? Oh,
It's a Jonathan Colton song.
it's a lot raunchier than his usual stuff, if I may.
Skull Crusher Mountain's pretty
Wait.
filthy.
No, it's not.
I sang that for school.
You sure
Oh, we
did,
know.
buddy.
And everyone went, does he know what it means?
I mean, yes.
Actually, the question is just, did Jess Tone know?
That's true. Golgari, may I recommend 1.5 speed? You're welcome. But enjoy, I hope you do. You can also check out the recaps on rpgclinic.com. Whoop, pew, pew, pew.
Yes.
Oh yeah, we spent experience as
Yeah.
well. Sorry, you were asked before, John.
Yeah.
I bought Time 4.
I bought Spring 5.
Nice.
Big spenders.
Hey, big spend. I mean, you come back from the dreaming with something. Except patches.
I don't know. I just don't know. I've got lots of options, and I just don't know what to buy.
Yeah. I was going to make a comment, and then you said buy, and I'm like, well. I mean, I was going to say something like, yeah,
I
she
don't know
does
what
have
to
lots
do.
of options.
Oh, I
because,
see.
you
Yes,
know,
all right, I see.
But then it became about being in a brothel, so
I backtracked. I backpedaled on that one real
I
bad.
pulled out of that joke.
Remember that all HTML tags have to have the backslash. You can't just have like bracket, BR bracket. You have to have the space in the backslash. Use
To do what?
contemporary HTML. Do well, Rocky.
Okay. Oh, that's a good tip.
And
So-
it's strong, not bold.
Do you have
Yes.
your XP sorted out?
Yep.
Yes.
do we have a drink counter sorted out, which apparently took 2 hours to pick.
Yeah.
Yes.
I guess there's nothing left to
I'm
do.
gonna buy 4 points in Brawl.
Can you imagine?
Punch. Just buy a bunch of animal
You
candy.
could buy out account 1.
I got one. I had to when we
right.
went to the castle.
I remember that.
I have Pringles. I'm ready for the entertainment.
Oh, yeah.
Aw,
God damn it.
Pringles. So good.
Okay, sorry.
I have, in my lifetime, played strip poker once. It was in the middle of an educational institution. It was with somebody who was actively crushing on me, with whom I had no real interest in reciprocation. And 3 other people, of whom I had little to no. So we were playing this in a club space in CJEP, which is, like essentially pre-university for people out there, or like the first year of university for some of you. It was in a club space for the gaming club, for the role-playing games club, but also various other types of games. And I think it was really not so much a game of strip poker as it was a game of chicken, to see how far people would go if they would dare, in a place that was quite publicly accessible and available. My memory is that the person who was crushing on me was playing to lose and had insisted at one point that perhaps it would be okay if, while she still had her tank top and her pants on, that perhaps it would be okay if she just, flashed that which was underneath, which of course would have still been underwear.
Yeah,
But that's when the game broke up. Nobody actually ever got to the point where they were in flagrante delicto,
So wait, what was the most naked someone got?
like tank top and pants with no socks.
My ankles. God damn.
My experience playing strip poker did not go well. Or perhaps, actually, I suppose I should say that it really did,
Sounds like a success.
because none of us got indicted.
Hey.
And I successfully avoided having to engage in what would have been a questionable act of voyeurism with somebody who quite clearly wanted to be voyeured and who I did not.
Void.
Yeah, Voight, I think. It's John Voight, yeah.
There have been other games, but those are for another time.
Okay.
That's the quote.
What quote did you take, Scott?
I've played strip poker once. I think it was more of a game of chicken.
Nice.
Normally you have like a
You know that
a
Scott pulls a
philosophical-
quote from your journalog to put at the beginning of every synopsis,
Right,
right?
it's okay. It's episode 69.
Normally there's like a philosophical moral at the end that I grab.
Sexuality is the kind of thing that's indelibly mixed with a lot of what we do, including playing, including games. And as I can't avoid the episode number today, I'll just remind all of you to just have fun and be safe out there.
Aww.
Whatever you may be doing, whether it's playing very ill-advised strip poker, whether you're playing Changeling, here and now.
Oh, I'm.
I was like 17 kills.
Yes. That's the key.
Go on, Aragorn. That's a winner. We got a winner. That's very funny.
I won the only game of strip poker I ever played. There were quite a few people.
Do you win it by not being
Changeling.
naked?
Yeah, everyone else
That
got
makes sense.
banned
You mean every
too.
time the drink counter is activated, you remove an article of clothing?
I mean,
Is that what strip
I'm not
changeling
wearing
is?
enough clothing.
I
This
would
doesn't seem.
Well,
like
we're not doing it,
rather
obviously.
Not have us banned from Twitch.
I'm already not wearing pants though, so what do I do?
I should also point out that like strip poker with many of my friends right now would just kind of be pointless.
Because you've seen them all naked anyway.
Well, not naked,
Well, not-
but like
We all went to theater school.
we all did go to
So-
theater school.
I walk in on so many naked people
That
in
is
the
true.
year.
Yeah, that's true.
During
Strange.
Bourgeois especially, it was like, hello, can you help me get into this corset, please? I cannot do it by myself.
Also, like
Random individual,
There were
please assist.
men's and women's dressing rooms for bourgeois, except like that really fell apart
No,
in
there
like
were a lot of
45
suggestion,
seconds.
really,
There's
yeah.
a lot of crossing over and under.
Yeah. I'm under.
I don't know. No.
It's May 1st. And for those of you who carry things like cellular phones, they automatically update to reflect the fact that it's May 1st. The calendar shows that it is in fact Wednesday, May 1st. It is warmer outside than it was when you left. There's no snow on the ground. Finally. It is a normal day for everyone but you. But I guess that's not entirely fair to say. I'll just break something. Why not? I guess it's not entirely fair to say that it's normal for everyone but you, after all. You've been gone a long time. Zister has carried away the comatose body of, actually I have to read this now. My favorite quick change acceptance moment in high school theater was the techie, orange hat, who ran the fly talking quietly into his headset and doing a no-look catch of the lead actress's shirt that she threw off while running behind the change curtain to get into a dress for the dance sequence coming up.
That is metal as fuck.
Oh god, I just punched the hell out of my mic. Sorry, folks.
Oh,
Can I start calling you Orange Hat? I'm kidding.
No.
no. Okay, all right. Aragorn, that's awesome.
It was amazing. Zister has taken Talus away, and I'll remind you that the bird on Talus's shoulder gave one tiny, itty-bitty little chirp.
It's cute, I think.
So that's what we have. Otherwise, it's you, 3, and Kaylee.
Well,
Thank you. Yes.
I should point out that the following is true for all 3 of you. I'll just interrupt you before you start speaking. First, all the things that you had, your extra dot of glamour, your extra strength or appearance, they're gone.
Yep.
Sophia,
Yes.
you are now Banality 3. Patches. Wrong. Banality 2.
Whoa. Oh, yeah.
You successfully completed
Wow.
Oh, so you mean
a major
permanent
quest.
banality?
Oh,
Yeah,
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 you're
Oh
yeah.
gosh,
permanent.
I was like, I just went up 3 banality. What the
hell?
What's up with that? Fuck! This sucks.
That's right. That's a way of removing
Amazing.
a point of banality, a dot or whatever. Oh, distractingly lovely.
She's
Yeah.
beyond distracting.
Yes, I think appearance 6 is pretty intense.
Yeah. Arrestingly. Arrestingly drop dead gorgeous.
Oh God.
yes.
The finger, oh, sorry.
I like how we brought in the Vanga Boys
Yeah.
into this.
Sophia is stunning. Sophia is
You,
stunning.
however, all the imbalances that you picked up while casting a shit ton of cantrips, oh yeah, those are still there.
Okay. I was like, no. Oh.
Which I'll remind you that if you spend the point of willpower that that's attached to, will cause you an imbalance.
Yeah. Yeah.
I totally forget how to get rid of them.
I just looked
use
it up. It was any epiphany.
Well,
Instead
if
of
it has to be
gaining
an
glamour, you can
Yeah.
remove that
But,
instead.
like sleeping in the freehold is not going
No.
to do that.
So it has to
It
be
must be an epiphany, and it must be a successful epiphany.
time to ravage some mofos.
Please, it's
I'm allowed. You're not allowed. I'm allowed. Probably shouldn't do that. I shouldn't say it out loud. Anyway.
Did
Crosshair?
Brom rip his clothes when Graham
Yes.
come back necky? No.
No.
I am
Hulk
the
style.
Terminator.
He's got Hulk shorts.
Pays to wear shorts under your
No,
pants.
your wall grew with you.
Right.
Kaylee still has the weight marking.
Her fur, yeah? Like something in her fur?
Yeah.
It doesn't look like a scar or
No,
anything.
she basically looks like Rogue.
Baller.
That's how I'm picturing it.
Kaylee, I would like to be the first to thank you for accompanying us, for guiding us into the dreaming.
You're welcome.
You took a great risk, and we appreciate it.
We couldn't have done it without you.
I take many risks. I take them all the time. It is I who should be thanking you that you three became my pack as we went through.
We work together.
We are honored to be in your pack, or were, yeah. I need to speak to a few people,
You need to speak to Dr. Saley.
and
Yes.
the Lady Kyoko.
And call your sons. Probably.
My what?
Do you mean Gus?
You have been gone, as the crosshair pointed out. You have been gone.
Someone's got some splaining to
Over
do.
3 months.
You
3.5
mentioned you'd be
months.
away for a while.
I did. That's going to be hard to explain, especially for someone who can't lie. I went somewhere, a big drug trip.
You can lie.
Just not very effective.
Just not well.
Yeah, there you go. Look, Brom had to
Move back.
Daddy had
Dream
to
on.
get to Cancun too, you know.
Daddy had to get his dream on. Come on.
Daddy had to.
Dream on.
Kaylee, unless you must leave, I'd like to invite you to spend the day here, the night here. Come, we will go to the exhaust.
Am I not invited to tomorrow's festivities?
Yes, you certainly are. I have no idea what's going to be happening tomorrow because I wasn't here to plan it, but I'm sure whatever it is, it's going to be spectacular.
I mean, we still have last year's constructions and storage. I can.
Where's
ask
our storage,
Claude to-
Patches?
There's a shed in the corner of the garden.
Oh,
It's bigger on the inside, very neat.
all right. Well, Patches, maybe you and I can make sure that everything is set up for tomorrow.
With Claude's help, I'm sure.
Of course.
You don't have anyone you would like to check in with, Lady Sophia?
I'm going to do a general survey of the entire freehold.
Shall I remain here or shall I return tomorrow?
Whatever you would be happier with.
Perhaps you may want to report back to Sir Zeron.
I'll do so.
Right. We'll see you soon.
Immediately just
Yeah.
walks and heads out. Go ahead. Yeah.
Excuse me.
Mom's
Whoa.
engaged.
Yeah.
Wait, so here I can fly into,
Whoa!
or I can,
Stop poking my chest.
or I can.
Wait, what the fuck? Whoa, whoa, whoa!
That's good.
No, I can't.
No.
Scott, you
Poke your
can.
chest. I was trying to poke your head.
I'm crushing your head.
Oh,
I'm
wait,
crushing
that
your
way.
head. Gosh. He's coming in for a cush. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh, that's not happening.
Oh, instant karma. Da-da-da-da. What fell?
No, it's chair arm.
Chair arm.
What?
It's been loose for a while.
That's bean duck property.
Yeah, I'm sure it's
I'll sue you into oblivion.
extremely
I'll sue you for every one of those
Pristine.
$69. I'm sorry. We love you guys.
bon.
Push my own head.
Gosh. Oh.
All right then.
Sophia, you feel more in tune with your Fey self. Actually, all of you do. You ever have been. As a Liam, you only get to start with Banality 4.
I've never felt this good.
Shall we reconvene at dinner time?
Let us.
Or if that's not convenient, just let us know. We'll see you tomorrow, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
If you can, stay close. It has been several months since we've been gone. Zister did not seem to think that there was any emergency,
He
but
would have told us. I'm sure everything's fine.
If
it's
he
still
knows.
standing.
Brom,
Yes.
did you bring your cell phone
Patches
with
stops fucking for
fuck
Fucker Flash.
me.
you? Probably not.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Okay.
It's just been sitting rattling in a drawer somewhere for months, just like super annoyingly.
So the battery's dead.
Well, yeah.
I don't know, it's one of those flip phones that lasts forever.
Might have left it with Kyoko.
Oh dear.
That seems like a thing to do. I'm heading up to the exhaust.
We'll ride the
Don't worry,
elevator.
y'all.
Two. Yeah.
Yeah, fine, great.
Actually, first I'm going to change. I've been wearing the same outfit for 3 months. Can't have that.
Yeah, but we
4
have to go
months?
up
How many
the
months?
elevator and then you need to go the other one.
All right, fine. So I'll pass through the exhaust briefly. God damn it.
The elevator squeaks. Everybody. Parenthesis. Backstreet's back.
Nice.
On the way up. When the doors are open, sitting in the exhaust, with a blanket wrapped around him and a cup of coffee steaming next to him, is Claude. He's reading a newspaper, like an actual honest-to-goodness print on paper
God, I love it.
newspaper. Le Monde.
Oh, wow. Okay, fancy.
He closes it when you step up. And he stands, letting the blanket fall.
Hello, Claude.
No one told me you were going to be getting back so soon.
Has it really been so short a time?
Did you not see Sister go by?
He did not come up here, no.
We're back. And we were successful.
It will be difficult to try to go back to how things were. Probably impossible.
Why do you ever believe that we go back to where things were? Change is good.
Change is good.
That was great.
Go over to
Good.
kick his ass.
Great. I'll kill you.
He's with his sister now.
But we already have Beltaine planned.
You did? What did you plan? Who planned it? Was it you, Claude? Thank you. I'm sorry I missed it all. Can I help? What can I do? What are
I
we
hope
doing?
there is still room for us to participate.
I'm only. I'm not the one who planned it.
Who planned it?
A lonely bunny.
This is going to be quite a party.
I wonder if she will be disappointed that I have returned. To spoil her fun.
You're going to spoil her party.
Yes. I will.
That's not
With
very
your
nice.
dick?
Excuse me.
Oh my god.
Anyway, you should probably head towards her office.
I actually need to see a couple of people. I will do so. Thank you. And Claude, thank you for everything.
You sure made the hell out of those egg sandwiches.
Can I take him in a hug?
Oh, everyone's going to be farting now.
Yeah, you can.
Can I try? Sorry?
So you hug him, and he puts his arms around you. There's
Not
a little
having
bit
it,
of
eh?
that, like, I don't know.
Okay.
But he doesn't like squirm out of it or anything.
Brahm's feeling.
He doesn't do a lot of hitting though.
Right. Yeah, that makes
He's
sense.
not a hitter.
Brahm's feeling a bit touchy-feely, I should say. I will leave these two, and I'm going to go seek out Kyoko or Seili, whoever I come across first. Kyoko, and if I see Seili first, I'm going to talk to her first.
All right, so you go off. What about you two?
Now I'm gonna go change.
So you're going upstairs.
Yeah.
Bye, Claude.
Patches.
I would like to ask Claude for a situation report, or a sit rep, on the comings and goings of the Spark over the past few months while I've been away.
Things have been. I wish I could say that things have been entirely quiet. Around here, they've been pretty quiet. Honestly, we've sort of been on pause. Elsewhere, it is a different story. Haranar has been interesting.
Interesting how?
The Regent's decision was accepted, but there's been more than a few who have started to claim that they've lost faith in the monarchy.
Oh boy.
The reformists and the monarchists are starting to band together in the Parliament of Dreams, and it's been interesting. But at the moment, Lenore has been solidifying her position. I'm not convinced that it's going to erupt into anything, but
Well, I'll do my best to at least keep the Grand Best Inn at bay. We don't want a repeat of that situation.
Oh God, you were supposed to have been working on that thing
No, I haven't.
in your mind.
there's a note on your door. Actually, it's an envelope that's taped to it. It's dated January 30th. And it reads, actually, it definitely reads something.
But we need some different music.
I want to check crosshairs.
Yeah, I was starting to, and I was
Dress
like, wait a
ideas.
second, I'm in a scene right now. Oh, wait.
Wait, what's Crosshair's thing?
Crosshair
He
sent
us
some shirt ideas.
Hashtag
Or
fashion bunny.
dress ideas.
Yeah.
You don't think Brahm can do fashion? Is that what this is about?
Holy crap, that's great.
Wow. Well, I'm excited.
I've been watering your planch. I understand that this is a gross violation of your privacy. At the same time, you must understand that I own this floor. Technically, I'm your landlord, and I always have been. But I've been watering your plants and making sure that the pipes don't freeze. Just thought you should know.
Oh, sister.
Click, click.
When you get inside, yeah, everything's just the way it would be, except that your plants have been watered.
And they're still alive? Like, were they watered,
Yeah,
like, well?
yeah, the plants are doing okay. Actually.
Speaking from a perspective of a few people, including myself, who clearly don't know how to water plants properly, it's an art form, apparently.
Oh, I can't water plants for shit.
You try, and it's either too much, too
You
little.
want to bend?
or-
You want a bunch? No. That's fine. Sorry.
John, just so you know, Sophia's gonna get changed, and she's gonna head out on an errand.
Huh.
The door to Kyoko's office is only very slightly ajar. From behind, you can hear the electronic beeps and tweeps of an old game. Being played on something probably too old for anyone but you to remember actually being active.
I'm just gonna push open the door and stand in the entranceway. It's good to know something hasn't changed.
The game on the screen is a very, very old representation of Civilization. The first one. Released on the Atari ST with its massive 10 megabytes of hard disk space.
God, that's efficient coding.
Right?
Her ears are tied back, along with her hair. She's got one of your button-up shirts on, and it's buttoned up over her and her curled-up knees, and there's still room to spare. But she doesn't turn around.
I don't remember giving you permission to wear my shirts.
I'm a thief. I always have been. I'm very good at it.
I see.
I don't suppose you've ever noticed that I've stolen your things.
No, I can't say that I have.
It's because I'm a very good thief. An incredible one. The best you'll ever meet.
Really?
I have a suit and everything. It's made out of lycra.
It is.
She still hasn't turned around.
I suppose it would be too straight-laced of me to ask how you've been. Too square.
I've been living a normal life here. It's you. Traveling to places unknown, times unknown. You've been gone for over 3 months. I've forgotten what you look like.
If you turn around, I'm still here.
Or are you the voice that comes to me in my dreams when I'm asleep, reminding me that you still exist, that I'm still taken, and that when I wake up, it's still very cold in my bed?
I'm gonna creep over behind the chair and just whisper into her ear. Not like directly into
Okay, so
her ear.
as you bend closer,
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah.
she has a massive scar from underneath her eye, and it stretches down, underneath her collar. An angry-looking scar.
Can I make some sort of perception roll to tell if this is real or prosthetic?
Sure. You can roll me your perception medicine.
I I think
That's a good idea.
I have a
Alternately,
wound
your
penalty.
perception larceny if you're really looking to see whether it's a prosthetic or not.
They are the same pool, so I will roll medicine. Although I currently don't have. I'm limping around on a broken ankle, right?
Difficulty is 7.
There's 2 10s, 2
Wow.
successes. That's pretty good.
Oh, there goes all your dice, Carmen.
Yeah, it's all gone.
It's fake.
Oh fuck! Oh fuck it! Thank God. Not
Good
cool.
call on that one, by
Not cool. Lady Kyoko, what happened to you?
Now she turns. There's the scar on her face. You see that one shock of her hair has been dyed, perhaps? Red. Just one. She has distant eyes.
Did someone do this to you? Lady Kyoko, I swear I will not rest until I destroy the perpetrator of this act, whoever they may be. I shouldn't use the word swear.
You've literally just sworn to kill your own wife. Do you want to retake that?
I would take that back.
Yeah, I know.
That'd be 2 for 2.
Not cool. Not cool, guys.
So just wanted to make
I
that
know.
absolutely clear before you finish that sentence that you didn't,
I mean,
Phrasing. Just remember
does
to swear.
the dreaming just like grab onto that word? Do you know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna use contract on myself, but you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
the dreaming can.
You can just like latch onto
You
it.
can be an oathbreaker without contract being.
Oof, that sounds shitty.
You
Okay.
literally just
Yeah,
swore
sorry. Okay,
to
sorry.
kill your own wife.
Well,
again.
it wouldn't be an episode of Changeling without putting his foot in his mouth, right?
It's easier now because it's been severed. Pop.
That's. No, John, I think I just want to abandon the scene entirely. Can I just leave?
All right, she turns.
Yeah.
You see the scar on her face, the red shock in her hair.
I'm gonna keep what I said. Lady Kyoko, who did this to you?
I've turned. I've become a rebel. A rebel in all things. I answer to no master. I ride the streets every day, searching for gasoline.
For what?
Gasoline.
Okay.
You haven't seen Mad Max, have you? Any of them?
Never.
Neither Mel Gibson nor Tom Hardy. Do you watch movies at all?
I have been known to watch films, yes.
Is pop culture completely alien to you?
Mostly.
That's where I am. Just yesterday, I had to saw my own hand off to escape a bomb, and she just lifts her sleeve.
Well, it would appear then that we are at odds. You are a rebel.
By the way, how are you walking?
With difficulty. What do you mean?
Like, your ankle is busted.
Yeah, I'm
So, like, are you like
Hobbling, I guess.
Hobbling? Like you
the
hopping?
crutch that I made for him.
The crutch would have
evaporate?
completely, like, just like.
Okay.
fucking
Turned
evaporated.
into dream dust. Okay.
I'm holding
So
like
you
I'm holding
open
on
the door
to
and then you go, whoa.
like I'm holding on to things to keep myself up. I certainly was looking at. I'm gonna go find Celia. I just wanted to check in with, this woman.
I would have given him like a plank.
Well,
of
she
wood or
hasn't noticed
something.
that your foot's busted yet. I assume you're doing a pretty good job of, like.
I'm trying. It would appear then that we have a problem. You are a rebel. I am a knight dedicated to order and justice.
I must be irresistible to you. That which you could never have. Forbidden fruit.
Never?
For how could a knight dare to even lay eyes upon a woman of such infirmity, of such callousness?
I'm just gonna reach to touch her face and just start to peel the scarf.
That's
if it's like, yeah. Okay, I'll stop.
No, it's
Oh, okay, she's fine. Yeah.
she's fine. I mean,
She's
like
just
you're
like,
it's like you've had spirit
pulled
gum
out
on,
spirit
right?
gum.
Like
Yeah.
Pulling tiny little
So I'm just
hairs
doing
off
that.
her face.
ow, 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 ow.
It will appear we are not so different, you and I.
It's true. I am the Lady Kyoko, sworn as a knight to protect the realm. I have worn a disguise so that I could infiltrate my darkest nature. Also, I'm about to nuke the shit out of the Zulus.
For what it's worth,
It's really a terrible thing.
is it?
If I don't, Gandhi will first.
This is not the history I remember.
No.
Would it interest you to know that we made history?
No.
I understand. Lady Kyoko, I require medical attention. I will be getting it, but then I will return to you.
Sir Brahm, you're an idiot.
Some days.
I would have waited for you. Those extra 20 minutes.
I couldn't wait for you.
I'd kiss you, but honestly, your ankle, we have to get you to somewhere else.
You don't have to kiss my ankle.
I'd rather kiss you when I know that you can take it.
And for the first time in his life, Brahm realizes he can quirk one eyebrow, and he goes, oh.
Realizes that he has this skill.
Oh, wow, that's quite something. Hmm?
Seem like flakes fall.
Oh. Why don't you nuke the shit out of some Zulus, and I will return.
No.
What?
I'm going to walk with you so that you have something to lean on.
Thank you.
Besides, every turn takes about 30 minutes on this thing.
I've missed you, Lady Kyoko, and I am glad to be back.
Not as much as I've missed you.
I know.
Believe me, it's really, really cold in this massive bed.
You should get a smaller one that tucks under the larger one. You could pull it out and sleep. It would retain the heat better, I think. I could ask Patches. I think she would be able to figure that out for us.
We could have Claude curl up on it like a dog.
I somehow don't think Claude would appreciate that line of, how would you even start that conversation?
Hey, Kyoko.
Yes.
No, I'm Kyoko.
Right. Okay, yes.
Hey, Kyoko, what's up? Oh, nothing, Claude. I got you a new bed. Why did you do that? Because I really always wanted a lap poggin.
I am not a gambling man, but I would probably put money on that.
Why are we still not getting you medical attention? You massive idiot. And by massive, I mean you have a lot of mass.
I'm gonna start moving towards the door.
She curls up under your arm, and while, she doesn't make much of she can't lift you. You can certainly put your arm on her head, and that would be enough.
I wish I could have taken a photograph far into the dreaming.
You'd require a magic motion box.
Yes, which we did not have or create. But what we were able to become, our true selves, in a way.
What was your true self?
It was me. I am my true self. I think that is... There was another version of Brahm in the dreaming. Taller, stronger. Not quite so. And then I like motion to my skin. Rough.
Taller and stronger. You must have been huge.
You're stuck with me, though.
Depends on how huge you are. So as you're making your way out the hallway, you would run into Patches, who is still talking with Claude.
Ow, my ankle, ow. Fall on it on the ground.
He needs a doctor. I know that you're up to the task, but
Dr. Salian.
I imagine.
I don't have a PhD.
You don't.
No.
I thought you needed one to be what's the word?
An architect.
No,
Pig-headed
badass.
Oh, I
dick?
see.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
It's a good one. Patches did an incredible job putting this foot back on after it was removed.
Sit on the couch. And she like literally just unhooks your arm.
Yeah.
And just,
Suitably chastised, I sit on the couch.
I should probably make some phone calls.
oh, here. She pulls out Brom's phone and tosses it at you. It's
Did it-
off.
Did you notice if I missed any calls or text messages? I like turn it on.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Fuck yeah. Hit me up. If you do not respond to this message, I will assume you have died. I will call the police.
Messages from your ex-wife.
Yes.
Ding, 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 ding. Messages from your sons. Ding, 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 ding.
I suppose I should install Snapchat. They probably tried to contact me there as well. Sorry.
I don't even know what Snapchat is.
I frankly don't understand it at all. This may take a while, Lady Kyoko. Please excuse me. I start like opening them.
Are you going to get Sally or are you sticking around in here?
I thought Kyoko was going to get Sally. I was going to go make my phone call.
She ain't doing shit.
Because I don't know. Okay, fine. I'll go to try to get Sally, I guess.
I don't care what you do. I just want to know what you're doing.
I was
Wait,
gonna.
so I do care what you're doing.
Yeah.
Shit.
I intend to make some phone calls, but if no one else is going to get Sally, I will go get Sally first. Okay, great, awesome.
So you're sticking around with Brom.
I'm probably gonna actually step out into the garden.
El Gardenia. What? It's a lot of water.
Or... Also, the lid needs to be actually twisted on properly right
Whoops.
now. It's in danger.
I think I just like popped it in there, yeah.
Now you twist it 90 degrees and then... Yeah,
And that sits in. There you go.
Right.
It's not gonna
I
fly
put
off.
it in, guys.
Ugh.
Hot.
What phone calls do you need to make?
I would like to check in with Cog first, and then the Duke.
Hi. You're back?
Yeah. How are you doing? How's the school year gone? How was March break? How was you're alive? That's a start.
I've been showing up every once in a while.
Has Esther been helping you out?
A little bit. I don't think he has as much patience for me as you do.
You lose patience the older you get. You'll see me go through it. You'll go through it.
Is it like something like you're gonna get wrinkles?
Yeah, exactly.
I got busted at school.
Oh,
Yeah,
what for?
swearing.
Oh, really?
Well,
Fuck
Michael.
that shit.
a
It was in a lab.
Yeah. So.
My lab partner poured some acid onto the ground.
And so you fucking swore.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
But like, for like 3 minutes straight.
Yeah, well,
God
it's
damn it, God.
fucking upsetting if someone pours acid onto the floor. Did they get in trouble?
No.
Tell Mr. Cook. No, I don't actually. Tell the, you know, that's just unfair treatment.
I'm used to unfair.
But
Back though.
yeah,
That's good.
yeah. You should come by at the end of the week.
Not tomorrow.
Not tomorrow? But it's Beltaine.
I don't know if there'll be anyone your age around. I don't know the guest list.
Oh. Okay.
Oh no.
I don't think we invited him last year, did we?
I'm pretty sure
I
we-
think we did, and I was like, no, that was Penance. I don't know.
No, I don't think we did.
No.
No.
I'll see you on Friday then.
Do you have some friends that are
Just full stop.
Do you have some
that are
friends?
Cathane that you could invite?
Not to our party.
Why not?
Oh, Jesus. Batches, no.
You're so discriminatory, Sophia.
Oh my
Good
God.
Lord.
There's one.
Well,
Are you saying that I can come tomorrow?
well, you know what Beltaine often involves, and with the age difference, I just don't think it would necessarily be appropriate.
Oh, okay.
But if you have some friends, you could have your own little section. You could have a teen party corner.
You want me to have a kids' table at Beltaine?
have some coloring
Sophia's the
books.
party planner. It's not that I don't like your company or like having you around. It just isn't quite the right scene.
She said please.
You know what? I'm sure Sophia will whip up a schedule and I'll send it your way.
So, am I invited or not?
Yes.
Can I invite my friend?
Yes. As long as they're not going to cause trouble in any sort of catastrophic
We'll
way.
be there. Click.
Oh no.
Oh my God, who's Cog's friend? I must
Well,
know.
remember, he had a friend that
Yeah.
was like his buddy or whatever.
Right.
I don't know.
Oh, I
Maybe he's
can't
gonna
wait.
awkwardly ask a girl to Beltaine.
That's Swim with Fate.
Or your board boy.
You're drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, go home, Lima Faye. Jeez. I cannot go home. I am home. I am the world.
Oh.
That was my interpretation of the voice. It's not great. Working on it.
And
You have an errand. Oh, no, you have another phone call.
yeah, I have another phone call.
What's your other phone call?
The Duke.
Damn, Daniel.
Hi.
I return. I've returned.
Hey.
We've been waiting.
We?
Me and my dick.
I mean,
Elizabeth.
Sorry.
I'm not used to using the royal we,
Elizabeth Asparagus Neal.
but I know that there's been a few people out there who've been waiting for you to come back. I've been keeping an eye on one of them for you.
Elevator slug?
He's been asking.
Actually?
He asks about the three of you.
Well, we are heroes in Elevator Slug's terms. Mission successful. Mission accomplished. Pros and cons to returning today. Claude apparently has arranged for our celebrations tomorrow. Are you available?
For Beltaine,
Yes.
I could be convinced.
So that means you don't have to preside over your own this year.
The moment I I haven't been seen in Heart's Light in a little while. I imagine that I'll only be returning there sometime in June.
Well, if you can.
And I certainly don't need to be here for Fairlith's.
Yeah.
What's wrong with
Well,
Fairlock?
then you're welcome and get in touch if you can't arrange travel on your own.
Well, it's tomorrow. I could take a bus.
I can arrange something quicker if you can't on your end. Let me know.
I don't want you to arrange anything quick at all. I'll see you tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
And he hangs up the phone.
Not even if I call it fucker flash.
And then I'm gonna text Pork and say I broke your circle.
You just say, I broke your circle?
Yep.
Did he know what we were doing?
I don't know. I don't give a shit.
She did not tell him.
Yeah. I think
No,
we were
they
specifically
knew.
trying to keep
They
it
knew
from
to
him,
give
right?
us time
Yeah.
before killing Talus.
Yeah.
They did? Okay, good.
Yeah.
But that's all they
The,
did.
the specific deal, if I remember correctly, that was arranged was, okay, well, we won't move on it yet.
Yeah. That,
Right.
We
that
have
was
some
it. That's all
leeway,
they said.
yeah.
It was a very under the table way of saying, like, look, if you're going to try to do something, do it quick, do it now, because otherwise we're just going to go
And
ahead.
then, of course, they showed up to the Spark, and Zister was like, "Oh no, they're all gone, including Talus. I don't know where they. You know what I mean? Like we all just disappeared for months.
Sure did.
That's awkward. Sure, they were tearing the world apart here.
You have an errand to run.
Yeah.
What's the errand that you're running?
Months ago, I dropped off Incisor's jacket to be fixed. And they were like, I need more time. And I was like, well, you don't have it. But it turns out they did. So I'm checking in, see if it's done.
Where the fuck were you?
I had to go on an urgent emergency trip.
Let me see if we still have it.
You will.
Oh.
And she turns around and goes in the back, and she makes you wait for like 3 minutes. And then she comes back, and she's got a garment bag, and she hangs it up on the little hook that she has next to the cash register.
I'm going to open the bag and look at the work.
So you open it up, and it is pretty nicely restored. It is not completely without markings of it having suffered, but it's definitely like, now it just more looks like it has a few new interesting scars as opposed to it's completely ruined and you can't wear it at all.
Okay.
It's very, very bright.
Oh, such luster.
The luster off the tits.
Nice. Excellent.
Oh, thank you.
So yeah, I'm gonna thank you for your work and for your patience. I appreciate it. This means a lot.
Roll me your charisma. Let's empathy? Charisma empathy.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's gonna be it.
Is this silver tongued?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh.
Ooh, a bunch of ones though. That's funny. No, that's fine. And then, so that's one success. Woohoo! Good thing that.
It's no problem. And she turns and heads back into the shop.
Heading back.
Okay. You have in your inventory one garment bag containing one tits jacket.
Excellent. Greatest inventory of my life.
Why is it that you have to get yourself into these situations, huh?
Would you rather I had died?
Right. We're going to need to fix your ankle.
Yes.
Do you know that you're very big?
I have been told on several occasions.
Do you know that you're very strong?
Generally.
I need to set the bone because you insisted on walking on it. Now, I'm going to need a bit of leverage, right? Leverage. Are you ready? Because I'm going to have to put my foot directly onto your dick.
There must be a better way.
Are you certain? Which one of us is a doctor, yeah?
I get the feeling that maybe you are avoiding other options in
Do
favor
you know
of
this
being
is
able
called
to
the
step
gas
on me.
pedal?
Is it?
Yes. I'm going to step on the gas, and it's going to make you feel a lot worse before you're going to feel better. Yeah?
Have I ever told you how much I appreciate that you've come back with us? Thank you.
Right. You're taking the fun out of it, yeah?
Oh no, don't hurt me, Dr. Saley, please. There must be a better way.
Right. Just hold him under the arms, yeah? She walks over, and she looks back at you. Are you sure this is where you want to do it? Because one way, the pain's going to be spread out across the rest of your body. This way, the pain, and then she just
Oh, why?
fucking just
Crunch.
yanks as hard as she can. And, I mean, you have stamina what, 4?
4, 5.
Oh, 5? Roll me your stamina 5.
I am resilient.
This
It's not
would
really
count.
what. Okay. Oh, good. Sorry, I have a wound penalty. I'm gonna re-roll it, John.
No, it's stamina, it's fine. It's just stamina.
Okay.
You don't have to have a
3 successes.
3 successes. So, like, it hurts, but, like, you're able to bear it well. You don't, like, cry out in pain.
Okay.
You're like, fuck you, God.
Why?
So she wrenches your ankle back into place. It hurts, but at least it's back into place. Now, you can call your friend Sophia in here. We can make sure that it mends up nice and quick. We can just lay down, put you in a splint. I'll have to be a bit careful. Beltaine, yeah? Which one would you prefer?
Why, of course, if the Lady Sophia was available.
Lady Sophia, is she available? She's... In fact, I think she's always available. No one's ever managed to tie her down, huh? You're sawing on my jokes now. It's alright, I can put the ankle back. The way it was.
No, that won't be necessary.
Isn't it?
I thought you might find it interesting. I won't bore you with our adventure, but I will say that this foot was off not too long ago.
Oh, I can tell. Look at the stitching. She points down.
That's funny. Okay.
I mean, well done stitching, but that's not a doctor's stitch.
That is true.
So did it.
Well,
But
doctors
it
were,
was the knocker. Yeah?
doctors were in short supply.
It's all right. You don't need to take me anywhere. You bring me the stories.
Do you have a thirst for adventure, Dr. Saley?
I've got a thirst, yeah. But it's a bit different.
Can I get Claude to whip you something up?
I'm not into whips, love.
Oh. I see. Well, neither am I.
It's all right. There's no need to look at me. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but whips and chains excite me. She turns around and just starts heading out of the room. One of these days, though, you are going to have to repay.
What do you take as payment? What would you take as payment?
Well, I don't need money, and I don't need fame. I just need your secrets. And then she heads out of the room.
Yeah, Brahm rolls through his like catalog of music, which is like quite limited, I think, like relatively. He's like, I'm not sure.
Don't need no money.
Yeah.
Don't need no fame. Don't need no credit card to ride this train.
I wish I knew the next one. I'm so sorry.
That's the power of love.
Ah,
The power of love.
right.
Huey Lewis and the News.
Oh, I've heard of the news. Okay, sorry.
It's never referred to as the News. It's always Huey Lewis and the News.
No, well, I've at least heard of half the
awkward
band.
dink.
I sure hope he called me a dink.
One thing that I should point out, by the way, did you go out into the garden to make these calls? The door was locked.
You walked right through the door. Oh, goddamn.
Are you actually like just breaking through? Okay, so when you open it, you see that there's a whole lot of tarps covering
She's the
things
steward
in the
of this
back,
bar.
and there are lights strung up, but nothing too obvious unless you want to start poking around.
No. Oh, there's my pen.
That's the power of love. Bing, bing, bing. So, anything else that any of you need to accomplish before?
I need to know what the text messages are from my family.
All right.
And I just want to ascertain that everybody else in the Spark is like fine.
Okay.
But that doesn't have to be played out. It can be like a.
So there's the people who are in the Spark currently. Mm-hmm. So there's Kyoko.
Yep.
There's Talus, who you just left. Zister, who is still
Who we've seen, yeah.
Claude. And Sizer. Saley.
And Ramsey.
Ramsia. And Acanthea.
Oh,
And a second here?
that's random. Cool.
Acanthea's here?
Sure.
No, she's not. She returned right when,
Oh, okay.
when Farrell took over.
I'm like, I'm down if she's here. That's fine. That's cool. She's okay.
Cool.
She's not
That's
pure
awesome.
evil.
That's all I needed.
Patches?
I'm going to hang out in the exhaust, I guess, until I see Sophia so we can make our final plans.
Yeah.
And also try to figure out what I can plan for some teenagers for Beltaine.
So,
Yes.
your text messages are some random stuff, and then, hey, why aren't you answering me? And where are you? And then they abruptly stop about 2 months ago. For you, you depend on Sophia, so
I come back.
Pin the penis on the naked dude? Is that an appropriate game?
It's not a bachelor or bachelorette party, Patches.
How do I make a tame game for teenagers that I accidentally invited?
Teenagers? What do you mean?
Oh.
Patches?
Cog and a friend are going to be coming to Beltaine.
What?
As if Sophia's like 18 or older.
You know what? Sects acts aside, there was a werewolf at the last one. Do you remember?
Yes, and Kaylee is here right now, and she is also a werewolf.
oh, Kaylee's not here right now.
Okay, Kaylee will be here tomorrow, and that'll be
I mean
fun.
someone who was actively trying to kill us all.
Yes,
That's
well, he
what
isn't
I'm-
invited this time.
All right, so what is your plan for their entertainment? Pin the penis on the person? Is that what you just said?
He's here for your entertainment.
Why don't we ask Kyoko what she had planned?
Sorry.
Sure, let's do that. I'm sure she won't be otherwise occupied for the next several hours.
I'm actually right here.
Hi, bro.
God.
So I don't think she will be, actually. I'm just going to continue to look at my phone here.
Oh yeah, right. So Saley came to you?
Yeah,
Besides-
just lying on the couch in
Is
pain.
not in the freehold.
Intense pain.
She is currently out doing some shopping because she was told to.
No.
So,
Damn.
I should put out. So
Cool.
jacket.
Actually, can I? Ooh, this is the door room unlocked?
For me,
Yes.
Not for Brom.
I'm gonna put the garment bag in her room.
Okay.
Oh shit.
I mean, Beltaine isn't literally a sex party. Beltaine is the celebration of the Seelie half of the year. It's about rebirth, renewal,
Somehow
growth,
with us, it
and all
always
kinds of
becomes
fucking.
a sex party.
Right. Wait, what was that last part?
What?
They can participate in the maypole dance. They can eat the food and plant some plants if we're doing that again, and then they can hang out on the far opposite end of the garden.
Let's find Kyoko.
Yes.
Let's see.
I don't know what I'm doing here, but it's a
What
creepy
the
face
heck
probably.
is that, Scott?
It's a
What are
very
you doing
creepy
with your
face.
face?
I don't know. I don't know. It's probably not good, whatever it is.
Oh, was slaying dragons? Is that the changeling equivalent to? No, I'm not gonna go there.
Oh yeah, right.
So, who's doing what?
We're finding Kyoko.
Yeah.
I'm gonna text my ex-wife back, Claire.
What are you saying?
Are you free to talk? Question mark.
Excuse dude.
You get a phone call.
Yay! Okay. I just wouldn't feel right, guys. I wouldn't feel right, okay? Y'all's can... Whatever.
Better
No,
have a
it's just
good
your phrasing.
explanation.
Well, I was gonna text you up, but I thought that
You're
was
back.
appropriate. I have returned.
I didn't realize you'd be gone for so long, but I'm glad that you're back.
Neither did I.
How was Tibet?
I'm Rolodexing back to when I told her, I think, Salt Lake City, and I'm gonna try to remember my own lie. But maybe I would just go along with this. Oh, fuck. Tibet.
I spoke to a woman. She said that you had gone to Tibet. That's why you didn't have cell service.
A woman, was it?
Yeah, your girlfriend.
I left my phone here, like a fool.
I could understand. I don't imagine Tibet has great cell service.
Depends on what part of the mountains you're in.
So did it go well?
Yes. I found everything that I was looking for. And
I'm engaged.
pardon me.
Brom, I'm engaged.
Claire, that's wonderful news.
Thomas.
I don't know, but I'm loving
Pretty
it.
sure that
I don't give
Satyr's
a
name was
shit what
Thomas?
his
Why
name
did I
was.
think it was Giorgio?
I also
Yeah.
thought it was Giorgio.
Oh, fuck.
But
was it
like, are we
Giorgio?
talking about
I don't
the-
know. I have the name Giorgio in my
Why
head.
the fuck do I have the name Thomas in my head? It's the satyr's name.
Mr. Tomness.
Tumnus.
That's really
Does
wonderful.
anyone else remember what the fuck that satyr's name was? 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't remember off the top of my
Check
head.
the RPG clip. Oh, don't do that, actually. Actually,
Might be. I can't check it.
yeah.
I can't remember how
the
far
the
back that
page
happened.
won't be there, but it'll be in one of the episode synopses. Oh God, way back. God.
Yeah.
Claire, I'm very happy for you.
Roll me your manipulation and empathy. Giorgio? Okay, so his name's Giorgio.
Okay. I still have a wound penalty unless that's disappeared magically.
No.
Cool, cool,
Sophia hasn't, hooked you up yet.
Hello.
cool. 2 successes?
Are you lying?
No. No, sorry. No, I'm not lying. Yes, I'm shocked, surprised, and like maybe a little sad.
Okay.
But I am happy for her. I'll give you everything. I'll give you everything. What happened? Sorry, that's a silly question.
Yeah, it is. He just had more time for me. For the kids. The boys love him.
I was about to ask.
He's been around. He's been great with them.
He's an artist,
Yeah.
like you.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Just not sure I'm ready to call myself an artist yet.
I just thought you said that art was subjective anyway.
We're getting married next year.
I can't wait to know what this next part of your life holds. Claire, may I still see our children?
Twist. Giorgio's the dream daddy.
Don't do it! Don't you fucking dare!
Dream Giorgio.
The arrangements of custody aren't going to change.
I would understand if they had to, but...
Anyway. We'll have to get together. We'll have to maybe have a beer. Discuss your trip.
I would like to buy you both a drink. Yes.
Oh,
A celebratory one.
yeah, of course. He's busy tomorrow, so how about Friday?
That sounds perfect. After your class.
I'll see you then.
Congratulations again. Take care of yourself.
Thanks. She hangs up.
Lady Kyoko. From the couch. Like, I don't know where she's gone, but I'm just like shouting out.
She pokes her head in from the gardens.
Do you know who was in charge of organizing tomorrow's festivities?
No.
Oh.
Her.
Oh, hello.
I was off to get her, so.
You wouldn't happen to not have access to a guest list of any kind?
Well, it's an open invite,
Oh.
but there are certain people we did reach out to. Why?
Just curious.
Someone who might be coming tomorrow, that's all.
Oh, who? Someone you're interested in?
Yes.
Well, who's that?
Someone I only met in passing once, a satyr. Giorgio.
You're interested in someone who you've only met once, a satyr named Giorgio.
What?
Oh, him.
What?
Brom's not interested in that sense, Kyoko.
I didn't say interested, underline, asterisk.
Brom, the way you speak, it can be a little vague what's underlined and what isn't.
Brom,
Brom.
Yes.
I didn't invite your ex-wife's boyfriend to join us at Beltaine.
All right.
I don't think anyone here did.
I don't know how you know that, but
did, and he showed up while we were watching RuPaul's Drag Race. We were having a girls' night.
It's true.
when did was this before or after we went to the dream?
Before.
I mean, clearly before. I know.
Bro, calm down.
That I didn't fight Cog.
What? Oh, right. I already knew that.
Get out of here, Sophia. Again? Gasp. That's nice. I cannot wait to see him. What?
So I guess I was wondering what the roster of events was and how I could find an excuse for him to conveniently go.
Why are
home
you
before
asking
the bells go
about
off.
Giorgio?
Well, he and Claire are, well, they're seriously involved. More so than the last time I spoke to them.
What's the difference between involved and seriously involved?
In the mortal world, an engagement.
Oh,
I know. I'm like, I'm just gonna avoid them. On this one, I'm like, huh?
he was very attractive.
He was terrified of you.
Terrified. Why?
He's heard tales of your greatness.
You're his hero.
Why would you be terrified of your hero? I've never been
'Cause
terrified
you're
of my
big and
heroes.
strong.
Well,
Goodness.
definitely one of those things. Ugh. Like, put my head back against the couch. Ugh. Yeah!
Kyoko.
Yes.
What? First of all, thank you for organizing
Oh,
the
yes.
party, and I'm sorry I wasn't here to help.
The first annual Sophia Memorial Beltaine.
Right.
It'll be like a spring ritual, right? Where you appear. It's like raising from the dead.
Like
It's
I
the
emerge from the
it's,
ponds.
It's the Easter. It's the spring awakening. Yeah.
Oh,
So she's
You can
Jesus.
be the lady in the pond. So
I could be
Rom
Venus
can like throw
emerging
his
in her,
sword
in her
And
shell.
it can
What?
be like the hand with the sword, and we can do a whole thing.
They want her to rise from the dead in the spring celebration.
No, but anyway,
Rebirth and resurrection.
is there
That's
anything that I can
Jesus.
help with for tomorrow? Or, as Patches said, Cog will be in attendance now. Is there some activity we can set up for him?
Cox invited.
Yeah.
Good.
That's fine?
Why wouldn't it be fine?
No reason.
Legality.
Legality.
Mortal legality reasons.
He's 16.
Yes. I guess that's true. I watch too much American television. I should stop that.
I'm going to assume that if you're not the one going after him, then everything's fine. Or Zister.
What?
I think Zister will be otherwise occupied tomorrow. And for the next several days.
I don't think we should jump to assumptions. I'm loving this like moment by moment thing, Erica. This is really exciting.
Play by play.
No, I'm trying not to make a face.
Good luck.
So what you're saying is you have everything under control.
To the point where it's secret and you're not allowed to know. It hurts, doesn't it?
Surprise.
Kind of does.
It's an itch in the back of your mind. You can't scratch.
That's not very kind, Lady Kyoko.
Well, let me know if you need any help with the final touches.
Yes, me too.
I think it's about time that the Lady Sophia learns the meaning of anticipate.
Damn it. Can I at least know
Patient.
what type of
I
dress
see.
to wear? Will a gown be sufficient? Will there be bungee jumping?
But Lady Sophia, I've already made you a dress.
What?
I assume your measurements haven't changed.
Where is it? Can I see it?
Tomorrow.
Damn it.
Lady Sophia, we have accomplished something great. I think we should take this evening to relax, congratulate ourselves, spend
Lady
time
Sophia,
with those we love.
May I make a request? As payment for the dress.
Yes.
Our good friend Sir Brahm seems to have a broken ankle.
How?
I'd very much like it not to be.
Gladly.
Thank you. It would make it very difficult for him to lift me. You don't have to roll for this.
Well, I'll just.
Well, unless Lady
His foot
Sophia just
falls
goes
off.
ooga booga and doesn't do
Ooga booga.
anything.
If you'll excuse me. And she, like, looks at Brahm and then heads back outside.
I've handed Brahm a bowl of salted peanuts that was on the bar that I cast Well of Life on.
Which peanut is the magical one?
All of them. You have to
good.
finish
That's
the bowl.
probably good.
And you have to put 2 up your nose. But that's just for fun. Don't let them get stuck.
I knew someone once who had to go to the hospital because they put a peanut so far up their nose that it got stuck. It was a bit distressing for them.
Yeah.
Now, they were a child, I should be clear.
You are not a child, I think.
And then we had to spend all night there. It was very long. It was Gus. He's always been a bit silly.
Do any of you have anything else to accomplish?
Nope.
Talk random shit about my kids.
Other than you seeing Ramsey, I think you
Yeah.
can do that.
Just finding out if the Duke needs a lift.
But I can see her tomorrow too. I just want to ascertain that no one's like up
Let's get
death's
that
door.
taken care of.
Okay.
Ding dong. I need to just step out for a moment. Is that okay? While we...
We've all been drinking a lot of coffee.
Yeah, and water.
I thought you meant Brahm was stepping out into the garden.
I'm okay with not playing this out. I just wanted to like know that she was
Well, now I have
okay.
to do something. He's got to step out.
We
Oh.
can take a break.
Do you need a break, Kate? Or you... John, do you need a break?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm just gonna step away for 2 seconds.
Oh.
Ramsia is sitting by her bed. She's got a journal that she's writing in with a pen. Her tail is curled around one of the chair legs. And she looks up and she smiles and she beckons you inside. Sit, sit.
Come in. I sit down. Ah. Feels like I've been gone for a day and an eternity.
You've been gone for exactly as long as you needed to.
We accomplished what we set out to accomplish.
I know.
How do you know?
Because if I say that I know, I look wise.
I'll have to tell the Crystal Circle that it can, in fact, be done.
Was it easy?
No.
Do you think that it is repeatable?
I do. I do think it is. In certain circumstances. It depends on the type of Beltaine as well.
Are you hurt?
No.
Are you changed?
I think we all change by the day. I was gone for a while. I am changed. How are you?
I was trying to keep track. But of course, that's not possible.
Trying to keep track of us?
I was getting flashes in my own dreams.
What did you see?
Ascendancy. I knew that you'd succeeded in something. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. It was oneromancy that ended up severing the Beltaine's hold on Talus. It was oneromancy that split them in half. So I have you to thank for teaching it to me.
What happened to him?
Sorry, to me?
What happened to him?
To him? To Talus? He's back.
To quiet word.
I think... Well... He's gone. But I don't know if that means he returned to his time, and what that even entails. But he's gone from Talus. He was so angry with us. He blamed us for what happened to him.
Do you want to know the wonderful thing about blame? It isn't truth. It is a thing that sometimes can be useful, but it is not truth, not by default.
I don't remember the specifics anymore, but while I was in there, I remembered everything. Some of the blame certainly felt earned. I felt guilt. I felt shame.
She reaches out and she takes your hands, both of them in hers. When you've lived as long as I have, by your very nature, you're going to forget so much. And while I would like to say that I can remember everyone who had an impact on my life, I don't. Because I have to make room for new ones. I never forgot you.
I'm glad we were able to help Talus.
Quiet Word was beyond your help. Beyond all of our help.
I don't like to hear that. That's what people said about Talus, and they were wrong.
Perhaps tomorrow I'll be wrong. But today I'm right.
You are.
I know your goal. And I know how strong it is within you. And I know that accepting that, sometimes you can't win them all.
True, but I won't accept defeat until I'm defeated.
There are things that are inevitable. Perhaps you are that incredible.
Perhaps we all are. We just haven't seen it yet.
Just haven't met you.
Maybe.
Good night, Ramsey.
She lets go of your hands. Oh god, no, All Fates and Jorek? No, they never hooked up.
Well,
Not for lack of Jorek trying.
I was gonna say first of all, no. Second of all, we
First
don't
of all,
know that
what?
necessarily.
I know that.
We haven't played out all of
Storyteller has
Exalted.
it.
I don't know. Yeah, that's true. I suppose.
He knows where her heart lies.
It would be weird. I would agree with that, so I wouldn't want it. Oh, there's 2 of those 10Ks right there, Lemonator. Terrible. Terrible joke.
Previews.
Preview.
Are we ready to move to the next day?
I think
Yes,
we are.
we are.
Good job, Liz. You made 1 note for May 1st.
Hey, 1 note's better than no note.
It's true.
Why can't I have?
Best
Why can't I have
notes.
no note lot money? oh my God.
Best notes.
Trip to the beach. What's that gun? What was that gun?
My water gun.
That fucking water gun.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
good. Oh, in the ditch.
Does anyone need, like, to pee or do anything before we start? I know you guys just, you're good, John? Okay.
I'm good.
I'm good.
The following things are true. Kyoko did not join Rob in bed last night. Too busy setting things up for tomorrow. And besides, you need to rest.
It's Brom's pouty face.
Patches, you get a phone call like at 11 o'clock at night. It's from Cog. And he wants
Yeah.
to know what he should wear.
Oh.
Based on last year, something springtime, dress a little nice.
What's nice?
For fuck's sake.
You're a knocker. Knockers are known for their style. I'm sure you have thoughts about what you think is cool to wear. So think about spring. Think about, we're gonna be out in the garden, so footwear that is appropriate for walking around on grass. There may be some swimming. Come on. Let your creativity inspire you. And if it seems like it would be weird to wear to school, then bring a change of clothes.
I'm skipping school.
I don't know about that.
Oh my God.
Last
Cog's one of those
year-
people that shows up to a party like 3 hours
Last year,
early.
festivities only started in the mid-afternoon, so honestly, don't skip school. You'll get in trouble with your parents. Then they'll find out during the day, and then you won't be able to participate during the fun parts at night. Go to class.
Okay.
School's out at like 3 anyway, right? You'll probably be the first person at the party.
Sophia, when you wake up
This relationship.
and open your door, there's a portable garment rack
Nice.
and a garment bag that's hanging out. The garment bag, when you pick it up, it's heavier than you would have expected.
I'm gonna bring it inside
Oh,
and
boy.
open it up.
Oh boy.
You have at your disposal, it's a dress that's made entirely out of LEDs.
I have been dreaming about something like that for years.
There is this very, one thing that I should point out is that it has gloves, and the gloves are I wouldn't call them elegant. I would instead call them fashion forward. You can feel that they have tiny little leads running out them because they are also colored in LEDs. But one thing that you do realize is that as you shift your fingers, you can control the patterns. One of them indicates sound around you. One of them indicates movement as you move or as other things move against you like wind. And one of them shrinks the dress around you so that it becomes more of a bathing costume than it does a dress. And one of them just very slowly turns out every LED and then lets it coil on the floor
Oh my God.
instead of on you.
So Sophia would have to figure all this out, right? So she's like
Oh, yeah,
wearing
she's
it
got,
and
like-
just going doop doop doop. Oh my
Yeah.
god, I'm naked.
Yeah, basically.
Bathing suit and yes.
I don't know who Kyoko intends that function for, but like
Choice.
Remember last year?
choice.
Oh, would there be a Tetris mode? Yes, someone can play Tetris.
My god.
But it absolutely hooks up to Tetris 99.
Yeah.
So you play for like 30 seconds and then someone who's way better at it than you just knocks you
Aw.
out.
Oh.
Just like
Strip Tetris.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shit.
That's really fucking,
Fucking
gorgeous.
cool. Holy shit.
like how I have to lean just a bit to make the mouse work.
And it's like turning your controller when you're
Yeah.
playing a video
It's
game.
true, right?
Yeah.
Wow, this is amazing. She's gonna start doing her hair.
I think Brahm's gonna try to dress up a bit for this evening. Like I don't have anything in mind because he's not a three-piece suit kind of dude. But I think he's gonna try to find a nice jacket, perhaps a tie. That's all. You got me, John. You got me.
Patches is going to be wearing sort of a crop-length tank top and a high-waisted maxi dress with a sort of large floral pattern on the dress. Black and white.
That's very nice.
Love it.
As designed by the Fashion Bunny.
the
Sorry,
chaotic
which version
fashion
of
The
Bunny?
Chaos Fashion Bunny. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's so cute. Love it.
Wonderful.
That's great.
Ultimate nobility.
As you, are you just gonna put on the dress and just wear it, or are you gonna like wait and then put it on? Or are
When
you just
do-
not gonna wear it at all?
When do the
Okay.
festivities start?
Noon?
What time is it now?
When did you
After
wake
you
up?
figured out your dress.
Then it's gonna take Sophia 2 hours to do her hair and makeup. So yeah, she's only coming down in the dress.
Siki.
Is that for me?
Hello, come in.
Oh, I'm gonna go and open the door.
I just imagined it, I suppose.
So cute. I love it.
It is very nice.
And Sizer is wearing what she has always worn, including the jacket. You said you'd fix it. You fixed it.
Took a while. But I keep my word.
Appreciate that. I do.
Looks better on you than the bottom of the pond.
I was stupid anyway.
I didn't like that.
Me being stupid?
You were completely irrational.
It's part of who I am.
Yeah, it's gotten worse since us. Have these last months helped, me being gone?
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll for that if that's cool.
Yep.
Wow. There we go.
3 successes.
That's more my speed.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
You get the distinct impression that however you feel, however you felt, She's trying to work up the courage to break up with you. Even though you were never officially a couple.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed our time together.
Yeah. Look, it's not that I don't think I don't deserve it. Nothing, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to stand here and watch unless I know that I'm moving on myself. The entire world needs you. And I can't keep you to myself. But that was never the deal, was it?
It wasn't.
So I gotta do this for me.
Good.
And she turns her head and she kisses her hand and then places it very lightly on Sophia's cheek.
Sophia's gonna turn her face and kiss her hand.
Okay, roll me perception empathy again.
Yeah.
She's not crying. But that last thing, that was probably the like, okay, it's official and all right, but it's made her resolve that it's done.
Okay.
I didn't mean to do this on Beltaine. I was gonna do it yesterday. I didn't have the courage. I was too busy shopping. Look, do me a favor.
Mm-hmm.
Don't think bad of me.
Never. Never, never, never.
Good, because I want to get laid. And she
Whoop.
sits up, and then she turns, and then she flees. Not like, she's not trying to look like it, but she is fleeing back down to the elevator.
Perfecto.
Well, I'm glad
that's over with.
Oh, okay. Now for my chignon.
No.
She's a little sad.
Patches,
Sad.
where are you?
I'm gonna head out to the garden. Find some rest.
So when you get out to the garden, the tarps have been pulled off. It is a technological dream. So where there was dancing before, the grass has somehow been enchanted that it lights up in squares depending on where you're standing.
Disco floor.
It is
Disco floor.
essentially a disco floor, but made out of grass.
Nice.
The pool has had lights placed underneath it. So now it's illuminated in all kinds of different ways and through different... The pool currently is acting as an equalizer, sort of showing the... Well, not an
Nice.
equalizer, but like
Yeah, it's-
levels of the sound. So as you're walking, you can see little blips of like... Bloop, bloop. The huts have returned. The huts are now air conditioned.
It's May.
Well, I suppose climate controlled,
Okay.
I should
They
say.
have little fans for when things get hot.
Or little heaters. Or or little coolers. And they all now have a small refrigerator inside. Inside, there seems to be mead and water and beer. Just like 2 of each. But not very big fridges.
No.
However, there's also now a very small light that illuminates when someone is inside the hut on the
It's
outside.
like occupied.
Yeah.
And I missed it. Is there just one hut?
No.
No, there are huts.
Okay. Just one sex hut.
One of those red
Wait your
jelly
turn, you
bracelets.
jerk.
Fight to the death.
Basically, it's almost like a replica of Sophia's planning, but very much distinctly more, slightly more knockerish, slightly more,
There's more tech.
yeah,
Yeah.
more tech involved with it.
I
But
had
you're
a
the first
maple.
one outside. Even Kyoko's not there.
The Maple's motorized.
However, as you're there, at one point you see Incisor just like walking through the lobby, and she just has like raccoon face.
Oh, man.
Roxanne, you now have the option to turn on the red light.
Now serving 19.
Ding!
Oh, God.
It's actually very funny that Aragorn wrote that. Clear later.
Is Sting coming to our party?
No, the police. Whoop whoop.
Oh, shit!
That's the sound of the police.
Sweet. Awesome. I'm gonna go in for some food.
When you go in, now it's about like 10:15. Claude has some waffles set out, or like mostly like a waffle iron and like batter, warmed maple syrup, whipped cream, strawberries.
I was only gone for like, I don't know, time's kind of weird even when you're in there, but like a few days. We only slept like twice. But fuck, your food. So glad that I'm back.
It is the only thing that I'm good at.
Yeah, sure.
This is what's known as false humility. It's endemic to my people.
Yes.
The French?
Boggins.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Don't be racist.
Thought you were, but never mind.
Ron, where are you?
I am dressing myself because I'm an adult. I'm gonna get some food. I'd like to take charge of greeting people.
Hello.
I know that's not my job, but
Hello,
I'd like
I
to
am
take
Rob.
charge of it
Welcome
until
to
somebody kicks me
Beltaine.
out of that
Hi.
position.
Check it out. I'm totally wearing a check.
Plaid jacket.
That jacket.
Do you want to see me break dance and spin on my head until you go out to the party?
You need to unfold
Shall
some
we go to the
cardboard.
garden?
I don't fall in the streets. So I guess that puts you right where she is eating breakfast.
Good morning. Hello.
The first person who arrives for Beltaine
Coffee.
Oh, yeah.
is Ramsia, coming out of her room, dressed in the same sort of white sundress that you've seen her in before, although now she has dandelions tied in a wreath around her head.
Ramsia, thank you again for everything.
No problem.
We couldn't have done what we did without you.
No, you couldn't have.
I'm sure you won't be surprised to
Looking
learn
good.
that we met someone. In the dreaming. Someone you probably remember.
Who?
Her name was Starlight Dove. Or do I not remember her name, John?
No, you remember.
Okay.
She tells you
I
her
tell her
name.
the name. Yeah, exactly.
How is she?
She seemed tired. She has been there a long time.
Yeah.
Specifically, she was.
It wasn't another life. It was her. It was the same her. We knew her back then.
God damn it.
I didn't.
I remember being happy to see her again.
And she told us that she was helping to protect, look out for someone.
She's always looked out for all of us. She's no longer there, is she? Would you believe me if I told you that I was glad?
Why?
Because now she'll have a chance to live her own life.
I suppose that's true.
That means that she's safe, isn't it? If Starlight has been looking out for her.
Yes.
Apparently we prevented. There was a portal, and I think it would have been bad for her. So I think we unintentionally helped her.
I'm
Glad-
reasonably sure that unintentional describes about 9/10 of the good that you've done in this world. Since the beginning. And she flashes a brilliant smile. Wider than you've seen her ever smile. And she heads out into the garden. There's a disco floor! And then
Yeah?
shows us-
Yeah.
Are you joining people at this point? Or?
Yeah, once the party starts, I'm coming downstairs.
What's up?
She's fashionably late.
The Duke arrives. The Duke is dressed in. He's uncharacteristically dressed down. He's wearing a buttoned shirt, which is open down to about there.
Is he wearing chains?
Chains? No.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure.
It's a very odd thing to. Okay.
Sometimes when sometimes
Yeah,
dudes
yeah,
wear their
yeah,
shirts
yeah,
over
for
there and
sure,
they
for
got the
sure.
chains.
I wouldn't know anything.
And a very sharp set of pants.
Ooh, ouch.
And his hair's braided, which it doesn't usually, giving him a certain devil-may-care look. I'm too early, aren't I?
You are right on time.
That noise.
Why?
Jesus.
Welcome back to the Spark.
It's only going to be another month before I'll be darkening this doorstep more than once, I'm sure.
Have you not returned to Cross the Shadow at all?
There hasn't been a reason.
To Granville,
God damn it,
Fucking
Rob.
nothing.
Sophia's already wandered away.
Duke Granville, I hear that there may have been some political developments as well. This is neither the time nor the place to discuss them, but
No, it's not. You're very you're very welcome to discuss this with me Thursday. Preferably after noon. And he heads into the garden.
all right. Well,
Finish my coffee. Put my plate on the counter.
Sophia wanders back. With mead.
where did you get that?
Outside.
I was warming up one of the huts. That's me.
Ding dong. You didn't bring me one. No, it's fine. How does it feel to have not planned this party?
Pork shows up.
Equal parts stressful and
You're already
liberating. Oh, I thought I came back.
Yeah, no.
They-
Oh, sorry,
She
you.
went into
Oh,
the garden.
I wasn't sure.
Welcome.
Orig.
Sure, if I don't think that we're going to have a discussion now.
About what?
Turns out, you may be looking to put me out of a job.
Not at all.
Don't be thinking that what you're doing is looked upon with any scorn by us. Technically, you weren't supposed to be hiding somebody. But I think we can forgive it. Yeah?
What we did was,
Necessary.
I was going to say risky, but yes.
Risky. Risky is doing what I do. Stupid. That might be about something more along the lines of what you've been doing.
Auric, as a certain knocker said not too long ago, we just wanted to show that there was another way. It is not for us to deal with those in the world that you hunt.
Don't be thinking of us as hunters. Think of us as troubleshooters. And if you found a way to fix me troubles in another fashion, then I'm not going to be angry with you. I'll be fascinated.
We can tell you all about it.
Not today.
Nobody wants to talk today.
It's not work talk today.
I have somebody I
bro.
need to find.
All right.
And he starts moving towards the garden.
Yay!
Lady Sophia.
Just three. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
If I'm not supposed to talk
Yes.
business, what can I discuss with the guests?
Fun. The party. Pleasure.
We succeeded at turning a Beltaine back,
We can talk about that tomorrow.
but that is the fun. We overcame incredible odds to succeed. That is. We undertook a quest and we succeeded.
We
Lady
did,
Sophia,
and
this
it's wonderful.
Is the heroism of our lives.
Well, how about instead of going around the party bragging about our accomplishments, we ask our guests how they're doing? Brom?
Probably not as exciting as us.
Kaylee arrives with Pezabakiniwood.
Oh, hey. Yeah.
Ah,
You'll remember Pezabakiniwood being the, he is the, I don't, yeah, you did remember, you did learn all this stuff. He's the moon dancer, he's the Galliard of her pack.
Welcome. And welcome back.
You invited me.
Yes, I was.
She knows that you invited, it's fine.
thank you for coming.
Go on ahead. She nods at each of you and heads off into the garden. Pezabakiniwood just leans up against the bar. You took her alpha away for a couple of months.
We could not have succeeded without her.
She kept me up for a very long time telling me exactly what happened. After today, I'm going to have to leave. I'm going to have to make a lot of trips.
Why?
Because of what she saw, and because of what it means for our people. I'm going to have to let them know.
Did we cause any trouble?
No. Yes. Hope's always trouble.
This place beyond Wolfholm maybe was unknown to you, or.
She saw a world without the Red Star. And I understand that doesn't necessarily mean anything to you. But for us, it's important that we just might have a chance that we didn't think we had before. which means I'm going to have to go and tell everyone about it, and they're going to question me. They're going to think that I was addled on your wines and food, which means that I figured I'd better show up and be addled,
And be
by
addled
your
by our
wines.
wines and food.
So if that's all right.
Of course, you're more than welcome.
On a private note, she might not show it, but I've never seen her happier.
It's hard to tell sometimes with Kaylee.
It's hard to tell all the time, Kaylee. She's a wolf.
She's a marvel.
That too. He heads inside.
All right, that was the last conversation we're having about the quest.
I didn't say anything.
If the guest initiates it, it's all right. How about that?
I understand the etiquette of a party, Lady Sophia.
Because the last time you threw someone into a lake, into the pond.
No, that he was causing trouble.
And you started a fight with a guru also.
It was the same person.
No,
Who
you
would
threw
I throw
Kenwyn
into a
into
lake?
the pond.
Oh, he was also causing trouble.
Alnek and Akinthea.
Ah, fun.
How does Allneck seem?
Yeah,
A
seriously.
little better.
Oh, good.
But like
Like
still kind of
well,
fucked
like,
up.
No, significantly better.
Okay.
But not like, maybe not 100%, but he's definitely not the 20% he was.
Right.
I hope it's all right that I'm here.
Absolutely.
Of course.
How have you been?
I've heard that you've had your own struggles. I've been working on my own.
Making progress, I hope.
The road gets a little brighter every day.
And life at the chateau.
Fairlith is exacting. Exacting is perhaps exactly what we need right now. There's a lot of guilt in those walls. We need to clear it.
I hope we can organize a visit soon.
I know that there's a few people there who miss you. So, yes. Akinthea just rolls her shoulders. When you can. And they head off in. Patches. So the party is starting to fill up.
When do I get to boo?
What are you doing?
Well, I first headed out when the Duke had arrived, so I guess I would be. My intention was to explore the grounds with him.
So there is a maypole. Maypole, I should point out, is lit up like a goddamn Christmas tree. And
God damn it.
the ribbons are actually LED ribbons as they go around. And the faster that they're being tossed, they move in a spectrum from blue towards red and then shift back to blue, standing in stark relief to the green that's around you. Off in the corner, this little one who has touched down, flying on her own,
Yay!
and is content to sit in the corner of the garden and just watch.
What will our other guests think?
They don't seem to be paying much attention.
Interesting.
I want to go over and see her.
You know it's not illegal anymore.
Did that change in the last 3 months?
A consistent campaign. Now it's simply illegal to capture one. But if one arrives of its own volition, that's another matter entirely.
And if it's awfully injured and you nurse it back to health? I hope she can live a safer life now.
You're welcome.
It was you.
I've had many a phone call from a very insistent knocker over the past few months.
Thank you for listening to his well-being.
But I'm still going to stay right here. You go ahead.
She doesn't breathe fire, she breathes ice.
I know.
Doesn't actually sound less dangerous, though.
Where'd you come from?
Treating
no.
guests.
Pet her and spit her in the chin, all the places she likes doing. Is your mom with you?
Boom.
But you came here all on your own. Well, it turns out, I just heard that you're gonna be a little safer from now on. It used to be illegal to have your kind hanging around, which was bad, but now it's not. You're welcome to stay at the party, and you're welcome to come by anytime.
And she lifts off just a little bit and hovers properly.
Yay.
And her landing is almost stable.
Get a little bit better, and we'll have to give you a challenge. I don't like scoop up some dirt and fashion it into like a rough ball and like toss it.
So she snaps at it,
Yeah.
and like sort of a snap as it goes by, but like it's a bit too far away, and she doesn't get up to go.
Target practice. I'll get you some snacks.
You have a way with her. And that's when you see Porik walk in.
Oh.
And he definitely sees you.
I ended up housing her in my place after you saw her here.
You were...
Harboring an illegal. Yep, but that's okay. It's no longer illegal. It wasn't caught while it was.
Hey.
And you believe that you were deserving of amnesty for this.
I believe that she was being hunted by the people from Abford and that they fucked up my apartment building to try to get to her. So, you know, if I have to stand trial for my crimes, so be it.
You don't have to stand for anything.
I don't know whether Pork is going to be too happy with the success of my mission.
Why?
Yeah. Sorry.
I
That's funny.
don't think I'm at liberty to disclose. I'll just be a minute. I'll just be a minute. I'm gonna give his hand a little squeeze and then head over to Park.
Well, you're a sight for sore eyes. I'll tell you that much.
I'm sorry that we ignored the standard procedure, but I'm not sorry that Sister now has joy back in his life.
Do you think we're so cold-hearted that we don't enjoy joy?
We broke all the rules.
We broke rules. It's what we all do. Look, can you tell me that you were doing it for personal power?
That's an interesting phrasing. That's what he was after.
were you?
No.
Were you attempting to leverage it so that you could learn the secrets yourself?
No.
Are you doing it to piss me off?
No.
I'd say we just about called it square, yeah?
Wasn't sure if you'd be in town. Sometimes you're off.
Sure that I move around a bit, but I have been sent to get a report. But not today.
No. Enjoy the festivities.
But other things on my mind today.
Oh.
What did you do? Did you
I
just walk
said
away?
enjoy the festivities.
Oh my god. Oh.
Well, what do you want her to do? I'm with Patches on this one.
Let's just like put the little X-ray over there and then zoom in.
Yes.
Zoom in.
Weirdness. Yeah. You and me both.
Oh.
How many times did you show up, Pork?
Not that many.
Twice? 3 times?
2.
Maybe 3, 2, maybe 3. I don't remember.
Oh, count your 6B. Oh. There it is. That's the. Is that last one? Okay.
Zeron arrives.
My friend.
I would say that I didn't miss you. Because I knew that you were doing something more important than I could ever imagine. But I missed you. I'm allowed to be selfish every once in a while, right? Is that Sophia's actual reaction?
No, it was Liz's. All Liz's.
Sophia just goes,
We missed you too. All of you.
I've been called a hero more than once. Maybe I even deserved it. If it's a title that I can pass on, you've earned it more than once.
I think many can hold that title at once. I hope so,
true.
anyway.
You look marvelous, both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
So do
Cesaro.
you.
Now he looks like shit.
You look like shit.
He's
wow.
he's dressed in more traditional not Gwydion, Fiona garb. Why do I keep saying that?
He
So
feels like he should be Gwydion, like the rest
Not.
of us, right? But he's not. He's
You're good. She's, hold his title.
yeah.
What?
Whoa, whoa.
Oh my god.
He's wearing like a red, like a billowing red silk shirt with
Fucking pirate.
with black pants, silver and red trim,
Are the pants like leather pants? Or are they like tight pants?
pretty tight pants.
Okay.
I make a note.
How many ruffles does his shirt have?
No ruffles.
Okay.
Made of silk.
Yar, I be here to plunder your Beltaine booty.
I have no response at this time.
I be stealing Bitcoin and fucking the women. Arr. I don't know what I
How do you steal?
Yeah,
Bitcoin?
it's a
I mean, there's a lot of
No,
technology.
you're the
here.
one who did the presentation on it, Kate. You tell us.
There's plenty of ways to steal Bitcoin.
But at
Okay.
Beltaine? I mean, if someone's walking around with their ledger in their pocket and you fuck them so stupidly they decide to give you their 12 code passphrase, I guess.
Oh my god, that was amazing. B79LEX.
Chair.
Chair.
Doorknob.
don't
Apple.
type this in anywhere,
Green.
guys.
Well, are we waiting on anybody else?
We are, but Lady Sophia, would you like to show Sir Zeron the sights in the garden?
He offers you his elbow.
Oh, sure, I'll take it. Remember, Brom, no quest talk.
Of course.
And everyone's here to have a good time, so don't stress them out.
Sir Zeron would want to hear about the quest.
Then why don't you take his elbow? Jesus.
It's not my daughter.
By now,
Wow.
Olnek, Akanthea, and Porik are playing at the maypole. Porik every once in a while glances over at Patches.
Oh boy.
But like not in any kind of like that perfect?
Yeah, I was in.
Yeah.
Oh, right on the chest.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, my,
Oh, my eyes.
Look, I can't. It's
your hand's
like
huge.
my hand's huge. It's
Oh
like
my
all
God!
over.
Stop it, John.
Can't keep my hands to myself.
But there's still this kind of like puzzlement of just like, wait, I thought. Oh, I mean, I thought.
There was nothing in my text message that said, "Hi, looking forward to jumping your bones at Beltaine." I did not say that.
Patches is a classy lady.
And Sizer doesn't have to go through the elevator. She comes through the other way.
Oh, okay.
Zister is still not seen.
He's having his own Beltaine. No one's invited but Talus. And the bird? Oh.
The bird watches.
I may go in. Yuck. That's so yucky. Wait, where'd you go? Where'd you get thumbs?
Little claw.
I'm waiting for, I think, a couple more people, but if there's no, I can't really leave it unattended.
You can do whatever you like.
It's true. I would like to go and check on Zister at some point, but because he was kind of shy last year, make sure that everything's all right. But I'll do that at some point.
Definitely not after 3 o'clock, but closer to like 12:45.
Oh,
Cog shows up.
okay.
Cog shows up, and Cog's friend. Cog's friend is a Pisky.
I thought he was going to say King Melge or the Duchess.
What the
I was
fuck?
like, I was fully prepared.
Oh, this is my
was
friend,
so
King Melge.
prepared for all of it.
Do you know him?
Oh my
I mean,
God.
I can find the music. I can put it on. I can...
No.
Kid Melch. Kid Melch.
Looks like we're doing this shit again. Let's go.
Pisky looks about his age. She's more cute than beautiful. Little short, spiky hair, and she's just looking around with this kind of like, huh, all right, sort of look. You haven't met her before.
No. Cog, welcome.
Hi.
You brought someone I haven't met before.
Oh yeah. Yes. This is Karen.
Well, greetings to you, Karen.
Hi.
Welcome to the Spark. This is your first time, I think.
Yeah, it's my first time. Where's the party?
Out in the garden.
Oh, what's over here? And she starts walking behind the
Yeah.
bar.
Oh, I don't think that's a good idea.
What? It's you have a whole bar here? I should come to Freeholds more often.
The boggin who runs the kitchen can get very angry.
Oh, okay. Well, let's not make him angry.
Okay.
She comes back out from behind the bar.
Are you from Cross the Shadow?
Roll me
Karen?
your
Yeah.
perception and larceny.
Yeah, here we go. God damn it. Karen!
Karen from Finance.
You're healed, by the way, right? So you don't have wound penalties. 3 successes.
No. The party? It's not in the garden. It's in these pants.
Heal.
I don't want to.
So she's definitely pocketed what she pocketed? She's pocketed a container that holds lemons,
Oh.
like sliced lemons. She just slipped it into
Yeah.
a pocket of her hoodie.
What a little scamp.
It's the frailty, right? Of the of Piskies.
Yep.
Are you from Cross the Shadow, Karen?
Yeah, but I'm mostly out in the West Island. I only moved here recently.
Oh. Well, it's wonderful to meet you, to see you here at the Spark.
Yeah, no, it's great that we're all here. Do you want to come see the party? Yeah, sure. I guess.
Well, I hope you have a good time. Cog, just a quick moment, if you will.
She traipses off towards the
Well, actually, Karen, you too.
Party.
Just a quick ground rule. Can you come back?
She stops and comes back.
Thank you.
What is it,
Just
sir?
a couple of quick ground rules.
Yeah.
The first, of course, is have fun. Be mindful of the pond. Not sure what your swimming abilities are. And Karen, would you mind getting me a slice of lemon and a glass of water?
Yeah, sure. She heads behind the bar, and you hear this metallic little clink.
Whoops.
And then she pulls water, and she's like, "Can I use the spout? Do you want sparkling water?" She like,
Claude is gonna be so mad at me.
and then puts a bit of lemon and puts it down the bar. And then she slides it along the bar, and it slides perfectly and stops.
I'm not gonna say anything. That's pretty cool though. Thank you both. Enjoy yourselves.
And she comes back out, and she doesn't have that little bulge in her hoodie that shows that she has a big metallic tin in it.
Cog, you'll introduce your friend to everyone, I hope.
Of course. Yeah.
Good. Just wouldn't want you to not socialize.
Well, of course not.
Go have fun, you little rascals.
Sir? Could I ask a favor?
You may ask.
All this little.
I'm sorry, yes, of course.
Thank you, sir. I mean, I know we're all little compared to you. Thanks. And he heads into the garden.
Go have fun, you average-sized rascals.
That's not better.
I'm good.
So, you're gonna go off and try to see Zister.
Yes.
What are you two doing?
I mean, I'm ready to enjoy the party as an attendee. So
for the
whatever the
first
party offers.
Sophia's down.
What about you?
Depends how things are going. I would say hi to Cog and his friend if I wasn't
Oh, he
otherwise
introduces.
occupied.
He drags her over
Great.
and introduces her, and she seems vaguely interested.
I'm going to send them towards the dance floor. It's the information that lights up, and I bet Kyoko has some actually cool music, even if us old fogies may not.
So the music that's being played right now
Yeah.
is a very kind of light, like
Yeah.
similar to what you're hearing right now, because it is exactly what you're hearing right now. She's straight up playing.
Yes.
What a dude.
And what a dude! When Kyoko comes out, she is dressed in the red dress that Nicole Kidman is wearing on the poster for Moulin Rouge.
No shit, son. Nice.
All right.
And she goes to each person, making sure that things are okay. One thing that I should point out is that the drinks are self-filling. So if you put a glass directly on a location, it.
So cool.
That is
Nice.
ridiculous.
You're having a good time.
Yes.
Are you having a better time?
Better time than
Yesterday.
yes.
There's no threats for your life.
No.
I'm pleased to hear that.
And I wasn't wearing such a beautiful dress yesterday. I love it. Thank you.
You'll stay until after dinner.
Of course.
Good. You haven't even shown up yet.
No.
I don't know how you do it.
I think what you've done is extremely impressive.
I started arranging this about 2 months ago. I was hoping that you'd be back. You cut it very close.
I'm glad that I was able to be here for it.
Have fun.
You as well. Today's a day of celebration. You've put the work in.
I guess we're all feeling a little silly today. Maybe. Not really. I'll be back.
Love is good. That's how it goes,
Love
right?
is good.
Yeah, love's like a good thing. Honor is cool, I guess.
Fuck honor.
Wow.
But there doesn't seem to be any main event going on, so I might take advantage of the unscheduled time
To do what?
to explore the insides of one of these newly upgraded huts.
Dukes. Oh, sorry.
Okay, so I mean, there's huts.
If the Duke is interested in joining me.
Whatever for? To examine the hut?
Or examine each other.
Seems like your left metatarsal is swollen.
Brom, get out of here. What the hell are you doing?
Why are you looking at my toes?
I was like, why are we talking about? I mean, if that's what he's into these days, I'm down.
Ever since my ankle break, Oh, you're talking about the tubes. Sorry.
All right, so you head off into that.
Yep.
I guess that answers this.
Yay!
I mean, we've been outside for all of like 15 minutes and there's no event going on. I know what event I'm
Congratulations
participating
to
in.
most of
Are
you.
you ready?
Wow, Liz.
What?
That's good. It's funny.
Dinner starts being served around when things get dark. I should point out that you do not find him.
Is this true?
No,
Really?
he's not in his room.
Yeah. He's not in
He's
the
not
workshop.
In his office.
Okay.
His workshop is closed.
And I can't access it, can I?
You have no access to the workshop on your own.
That's like vaguely concerning. Okay, cool,
If you
cool,
like
cool.
knock on it, it doesn't.
He's not in the room with the bale. He's not in the balefire room.
No.
He's not boinking anyone. Talus is tired, and frankly, probably quite damaged. Wait,
You also don't
totally
know where
in that
Talus
tone of
is.
voice. Yeah, no, I mean they're together, but I would hope. Oh fuck. Okay. All right. Well, then I will join the party. You all right? Yeah. Okay. Do you want some water? Do you have?
That's
There's
what
water
caused
right there.
this issue.
At one point, when people are distracted by the coming out, Kaylee approaches Sophia and motions with her head.
I'm gonna go over to her.
Hello.
Hello.
You're looking very bright.
Thank you. Kyoko made it. She
Yes.
did all of this while we were gone.
It's very bright as well. Brighter than it was the last time I was here. Do you have a moment?
Of course.
May we speak
Absolutely.
in private?
Yes.
And then she sits back as if it's like up to you to lead the way.
Oh. Gonna look around. I guess start heading towards like one of the edges of the garden. There's probably fewer people.
Yep. Little one, by the way, is still mostly keeping into that corner, but she's happy to see anybody who goes over there.
Nice.
But she's very much like, I'm not gonna like trample everybody. I very much wanted to stay here. You asked me to go and I did.
You mean yesterday?
Yes.
Well, if you wanted to stay, you should have told me.
That's not how it works.
It is for me. If we're going to be spending time together, then there has to be some kind of arrangement.
Are we at war?
No.
I could challenge you.
What? Why?
The leader may always be challenged during times of peace.
Is that what you want? You want to be the leader?
If that's what you want.
What? Oh.
Roll me your perception empathy.
What? No.
Specialty in Garou?
Specialty?
Yes.
6.
You are fascinating to her. Not in the same way that you may have noticed while you were in the dreaming. So like that supernatural, preternatural hold that you had over her, not as much. There was a time that you could have commanded me and I would have obeyed. I'm not used to that. Not from you. Not from one of you.
It was never my intention to.
You lead because you are. It isn't something that I'm used to. Among us, leaders are earned, fought for, won. And yet you are simply by being. It is fascinating.
It must be strange.
Why?
For you, I mean.
Strange how?
Well, you've spent so much time around us. And you have been thrown into our customs, our ways of doing things, our ways of appointing or not appointing leaders. It must be strange.
I've learned a lot from Zeron. I've learned a lot about what he has told about your kind and your culture. And so I asked him if I could do something.
Why did you ask him?
I asked him if I could come to this celebration.
I mean, you were invited, so I hope you would have come here no matter what he said. But he cares about you,
He does.
so of course he would want you here.
Is it all right that he cares about me?
Of course.
You're
it's all-
certain?
Yes, and it's all right that you care about him. It has nothing to do with me.
May I kiss your cheek?
Oh.
If you wish.
I do.
You may.
And she moves closer, and there's this, like, there's definitely a charge around her. It's not, it isn't a sort of like a, it's not nervousness and it's not excitement, but there's definitely like this magnetism about her. But she brushes her lips very softly against your cheek, the place that Incisor, by the way, was aiming for, just out of coincidence.
Oh, great. Seen a lot of action today, bud.
Cheeky.
Yeah.
Highlighter's slightly more on fleek on that side.
Yep.
And she nods to herself as if confirming something.
Can I roll on that?
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
Patches. I want you to roll your.
Whoa, Jesus Christ.
You can choose between your charisma and your dexterity, and your either your athletics or your empathy.
Do I want to succeed or do I want to fail? Do I want 1 dice or 6 dice? Gonna go with Dex Athletics.
Just depends on the kind of experience you want, you know?
2 successes. It's okay.
Reasonably athletic performance. Sorry?
Reason. Woof.
Assuming my specialty applies, which I figured out. Yeah.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to think about how that's gonna. All right.
Paint me a picture, John Barrel.
You fascinate her in a way that she is unfamiliar with, in a way that she is terribly interested in. It is both It is both physical and not, and it is a. It isn't so much something that she's been afraid to explore, but something that she just never thought she had any option in exploring until recently.
Pasipakeni had said that because of what you told him, you all have hope. Because of what you saw.
It was important for me to have hope. This time.
You brought it back with you.
I needed it. I'm going to have pups.
You are?
But I think we're going to have to play the rest of the game next session.
Oh.
Kate has to pee. Run. So much coffee, so much water. Yep.
Paint me like one of your French changelings. So, Claude? Mm-hmm. Yep.
Bit of a slower one this time around, but there's still plenty more Beltaine excitement
Woohoo!
Oh, yeah.
coming up. It's been pretty, like as the Crosshair said, wonderfully relaxed. I mean, it was, a lot of,
I mean, I was catching some of your live tweets, Crosshair, as I was also rewatching some of Doom 3 for the synopsis, and we 1, 2, 3 were like quite active. We did a thing. We did a big thing, So now
We sure did.
Now
That
we're
was,
relaxing.
Like nonstop.
Now we're relaxing, and apparently you're maybe gonna be godmother to some wolf pups. I don't know. It sounds cool to me. Yay! You're gonna call them like Pongo and
Perdita.
actually?
nice.
I didn't.
Their names.
I started down that track, and I was like, "Oof, you don't remember anything about that movie."
101. That's all you basically.
Pretty much.
Can I have? Dear God.
But no, it's
Yay!
we gotta hit the reset button a little bit. But like, Beltaine didn't start as soon as I'd have wanted it to, and there's some things.
There's some things. Well, you mentioned that a passing reference to Roxanne by Sting and the Police was premonitory or somehow related. And
Yeah, Kyoko's dress.
Oh, that makes sense. I was really hoping Sting was coming to the party.
You still might.
He still might. He could be a
There's time.
changeling.
There is time.
He could be a Cathane. What?
I'm not gonna roleplay Sting.
I am, for the audience watching at home, I am like a big Sting and the Police fan.
No, he's stuck.
No, he's stuck, but and when we played Rock Band, I'd often be like, "Whoa, one of these police songs, that's a great idea." It's never a good idea in Rock Band.
Sending out an SOS.
Did you guys figure out what you're gonna sing for karaoke yet? We have
was-
karaoke this month.
I was trying to find like a library of the songs that they have access to, but I couldn't, so I can't
Whoa.
really pre-plan.
They have
Unfortunately.
a lot of options though.
Okay. So I have a few ideas, but we're gonna find out. I guess we're gonna see what ends up kind of happening. Yes!
Let's see if this will.
John's got a thing on his head, keyboard on his head.
That's a question for you guys in chat. I may have asked this in Punchy, who knows, but do you have a go-to karaoke song? If so, what is it? Karaoke or Guitar Hero or Rock Band? Or singing in your shower?
Oh, yeah.
Or just the song you always sing when you're drunk?
Because like I played a lot of Rock Band, but I've
Yeah.
only sung at karaoke twice. And like, Rocky will back me up on this one. There's a lot of songs that I think would be really fun, but they're probably not in the library. Weird Al, that'd be great. Actually, he might be, I guess.
There might be. I mean, there's a bunch of Disney songs too, like Dom and Ben sang A Whole New World. I think
Of course they
last time.
did. Of course they did. I seem to recall
Or was it JT and Ben?
it was JT and Aaron, actually, at JT's Bachelor. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
Anyway, that was the thing.
Well, now that we're getting Kate back, we can actually ask you some questions.
I wanna see what the chat's saying.
Ah,
You'll see that in a second. 'Cause
no.
I have to do more behind the back typing.
it's truly magnificent, John. We're gonna work this out.
Don't say too much in the chat so it doesn't move up, chat.
Okay. I'm sorry, Liz. I won't do that. Okay.
No.
Sorry, you're too late.
Oh no.
There we go. That is not as easy as it looks.
Doesn't look
Definitely
easy.
not.
It looks,
It looks tremendously
It
difficult.
does not look easy,
All
John. I
right,
gotta tell you.
your candidates for play of the game. Braum manages to keep his foot out of his mouth nearly the whole day.
Yeah.
Patches continues to lead in Sex P but doesn't go for double points.
Oh.
Or Sophia attends a party she didn't plan and has a good time. She's totally.
Oh
handling
really?
this.
Not the very cordial breakup with Incisor?
So cordial.
That was pretty cordial.
well done.
No, it's because you're like. I feel like outside you're Sophia, but inside you're flaily Araquin. Do you know what I mean?
Very much.
Because he almost swore an oath to destroy his own true heart.
John, can you scroll up a bit? I want to see what people said about their karaoke.
Disturbed's cover of Sound of Silence was up there. Metallica was one of them.
So,
Oh, there it goes.
Meatloaf, Bad Out of Hell is a good short
Oh,
one.
Alone by Heart. I love that song, Aragon. Or maybe this time. That's hard. It's a tough song.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those are really fun.
Maybe this time.
Cook, they did that
But
with Toon
police and
as
sing
well.
songs, like, I like them, but then when you're playing them in a rock band, you realize that they keep going.
We were just
and
saying,
going.
every time I was like, guys, I'm picking this one because I love this song.
Somebody
Oh, I fucked it up.
Totally close to the heart.
this song.
Nice.
So my, like, I the only time I've ever brought the house down in karaoke, none of you were there. That was Gaston.
Sorry. Gaston.
Singing both parts. I have also done well with Womanizer. And
That's a good song. That's a good idea.
Womanizer, My Heart Will Go On,
Sure.
and Woke Up This Morning.
Nice.
Woke up this morning. That's a good one.
I tend to
actually.
just like pick things at random though. Like sometimes I don't do well. Because
Just
I don't,
go
I
to
don't
town,
practice.
man.
I
The
just-
best is the song that you choose that you think you know, and then about 2 lines in, you realize, oh my
Fuck.
God, I don't actually
Yeah.
know this song.
Yep.
Been
Oof.
there so many times.
Happened.
This is why I do box karaoke, so that like it's not a bunch of random strangers
Yeah, me too.
judging me.
Because I went to I did, oh my God, that Third Eye Blind.
Wonderwall.
Third Eyed Blind song.
Yeah,
Yeah, whatever that was.
Semi-charm life.
Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
the song
And
that's actually a horrific depiction of drug addiction.
so me singing that,
Hopefully in front
to
of
like,
your parents.
well, might as well have been. It was quite something.
Liz, what did you learn?
I learned that the Sophia and Incisor breakup, I knew it was coming, but it was a lot more like calm than I expected, and I think it's because there was so much time. They both mellowed.
Okay.
Having multiple folks on the hook is tough to manage as it is, much less when they both show up to the same event.
Having a good time. Having a good time. Super dude flying in the stars with a porridge. Sorry.
Oh my God.
Anyway, Scott.
Yep. Yep.
Down here.
Oh, also Vindicated.
Vindicated.
Selfish.
That song.
I think we all have to sing that. Anyway.
Love.
We're gonna sing it together for
Coconut
sure.
is often a hit.
That is my fave. It's my jam. I'll definitely be singing that. And Teenage
learn,
Dirtbags
John?
on my list.
Yeah, what did you learn?
I learned that Claire is getting married to Giorgio, who she's only known for a few months, I think, but I don't know that.
Wow.
Tell you what I learned.
Yeah, there you go.
Play the game.
I learned,
I learned some other stuff too.
that it's Scott.
Bandages! What, me? What the hell?
Yeah.
Yay, thanks everybody. Brom keeps foot out of mouth for almost whole day. Yay! Thanks guys.
We do what we can.
Yeah, well, we tried.
So yeah, tomorrow is going to be more tomorrow. Next week is going to be more Beltaine,
Nice.
which I'm looking forward to. Your
So-
drink counter's at 2.
2 drinks. They both happened after I made a perception empathy roll.
No, the first one was after you made perception charisma. And we
Perception,
did like
charisma?
16
16
charisma.
perception empathy in between. Not
feel like it's
16,
gonna
but
be
like
okay.
5. And then I had the option to do charisma empathy. So I think it was a charisma empathy roll.
Yeah, but I only made 1 charisma empathy roll.
Yeah.
But it activated during one of my perception empathy, or did it
Because it
activate during one of
activated
yours?
just while I was doing my dex athletics.
Yeah, you guys roll at
after,
the same
But I
time and we
had
got
the
one drink.
option to do
Oh,
charisma.
so a charisma roll, which would
But
make
I
sense
didn't,
because of
right? I
Beltaine?
didn't because it was charisma empathy. But I wonder, because that's the thing. Because I was watching your perception, I thought, okay, because I wrote down perception or charisma perception, or whatever, and then you did a lot of perception empathy, and that didn't trigger it. That's the thing. So
the other thing I
charisma-
thought it might be was specialty.
maybe special, but my
Maybe
specialty didn't apply.
I reacted very strongly to both of your successes. I wonder if it was reactions to dice roll.
Appendages.
That sounds really stupid. Yes, I went for the-
Appendages,
oh,
appendages,
appendages.
appendages, 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 appendages.
I don't know. There's a couple of things it could be then.
I'm going to have to ask you to make a guess.
Ah! Sorry.
Booter face? Charisma?
Yeah, let's say it. Anytime a charisma is rolled.
Is that your
was
final
brought up.
answer?
Yes.
Charisma rolls.
mentioned.
Show me charisma rolls.
Roll charisma.
Anytime a player got more or 5 or more successes.
Okay. Because it was 10 for sure on your second roll. I don't remember what your
Yeah,
first
but my
roll was.
first roll I only got 1 success.
Damn it!
Only 1 success then.
Oh!
Wow.
That's really.
I did this?
No, you did this probably, right?
No, I think he
Or one
probably
of these?
did like
Oh, that's so funny.
1.
That's so funny.
That's hilarious.
Killing it. Great drink.
Because I do
trigger.
this a lot.
Well,
That
Yeah.
explains why it activated.
I'm still thirsty. Just kidding.
That's fair.
Yeah, we often do that.
I actually think I was going 1 success.
Yeah,
Oh, Liz, no. Roll the tape.
nice.
All right, so
Big day.
boring old 3
Big day for
XP.
me.
Beltaine? Oh,
Big day for you. Beltaine's always a big day. That's why it takes more than 1 session.
that's true.
You know, we have to find out exactly what
Because Patches needs more than 1
what
session.
something wicked this way comes.
Oh god.
But it's good to be back in Montreal.
Montreal.
Although this time I only left for 5 days. So
Yes.
I will say that tomorrow's also a big day. Tomorrow, the first actual session of Full Party, our Exalted 3rd Edition campaign on Beandog's channel. You ever want to deal with a stream that's handled a hell of a lot more professionally than this one?
Hey.
Go watch that one.
It probably won't involve this.
Get in on the ground floor.
Probably.
And understand, meet if you haven't already, our 2 new players who are delights.
They are
And
delightful.
see what happens when we actually have like directors behind the scenes. Or maybe Kate will just like die instead of helping us.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not, well, I guess I'm the technical
Technical
director.
director.
Technically a direct. Okay, sorry.
We have
Yep.
artistic director and technical director.
So you can totally tune into that. That's tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern
Can't wait.
Standard Time. Next week it'll be daylight. But
That's why everything just
Tomorrow is
says
standard.
Eastern.
Punch in, punch in. That's pretty much it. Right?
Yeah. 101.
hopefully it also won't be the last Full Party stream. You're absolutely correct. I can also tell you that there will be other shows on the next channel. Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday we have Cosplay Cave at 6:30, and then we have Depth of Field at 9. Eric will be interviewing Victoria Sanchez, who is a producer and actor from Montreal, and she is fantastic.
For award winner, I think actually.
Yeah.
She's great.
And then Wednesday we have Friend Request at 7 o'clock with Julian.
Yay.
Friday though.
Punchy's back, bitches!
Oh, because there was no Punchy last week.
No.
Because there is no God.
Oh,
Yeah, it feels really wrong whenever I miss
Of
Punchy.
war.
But she's Odyssey now.
You got
Odyssey.
you got what I was looking
Odyssey.
for. Punchy's happening this Friday.
behind the times.
6?
Yeah.
Is it going to be more Ass Creed?
Ass Creed. The Creed
Ass
of the
Creed.
ass.
Ass Creedos.
Odysseus. Yeah.
And more importantly, Poutine. Why
No, Crosshair.
Poutine waits till April.
Oh, he doesn't
Poutine
know.
Yeah, I told Crosshair.
Okay.
Crosshair knows.
But on Sunday, right here, 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So it will.
We'll send some tweets
So, yeah,
with
we'll
links.
send some
we're
tweets
gonna
out.
be
But
tired.
Changeling, next week, it will be, for some of you, 1 hour later. Or earlier.
Bring
Yes.
forward.
We're
early.
bringing
So
forward.
what was 6 p.m. for us will be 7 p.m. for us.
No.
No, what was 7 p.m. will be 6.
What was 6 p.m.
We
will be
jumped from
5
6.
p.m. for
Yeah.
us. No.
Look, just check.
No,
Twitter
everything's
roll out.
Look, fuck it, guys.
Everything's moved forward because if you wait, you'll be waking up. So yeah,
Well,
yeah.
We skip
Everything
an
moves
hour.
forward.
We cut out an hour.
We cut an hour, so we'll
We
be
lose an hour
earlier
and
for
sandwich
you.
it together.
Oh my God.
Duh.
Ask the internet.
Seems like someone's stealing
Yeah,
time.
so for you, it'll be an hour earlier. Just know that.
Mm-hmm.
We'll send out tweets. We'll make sure that it's all there. But there will be Changeling on Sunday. It'll be Beltaine Part 2.
Yay! That's
And
exciting.
Break a chair
Again?
next time. Get my ass
We
kicked.
only have so many.
We really do.
So, I'm looking forward to it.
Me too.
Very much so. Oh yeah.
Special thanks again to everybody who subscribed. We have so many to thank.
Thank you.
But specifically today, I can say
Oh,
that the people who totally resubscribed were.
I'm loving this sentence.
Fuck you,
Not
Streamlabs
in
OBS.
this
Come on,
list.
man.
This little-
Oh, you're
Are in our hearts
Fucking
and
killing me.
minds.
we know who
And
subscribed,
hugs.
right?
there. We go.
Come on. Oh,
No, those are 4 days ago. We've got bean duck stuff in this panel.
Knew it.
Yeah,
Why?
because it's stupid and broken.
It's so dumb.
hooray! Well, look, it was Aragwen, Crosshair, Kaiser,
Methodial?
Lemon Eater, maybe Methodial,
Just a bunch of you.
and it was
A lot
pretty
of
wonderful, guys.
Thanks so much for your subscriptions, Crosshair. Thanks for your 69ing us. We appreciate it.
Reminding us and giving
Will
us
96 you
your
in
bits.
return.
Rocky.
Rocky reset.
There you go, guys.
Look, you know what?
Up.
Oh.
To the right.
And
We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Chicka choo cha.
Fucking.